deeper with Lobbing Scorchers. You know, scratch under the surface, get down even dirtier than we already get. Become a YouTube member. Sometimes things just get a little too spicy, a little too weird, and a little too loose for the general public. And you know, the people to see that are YouTube members. We're talking about exclusive bonus videos, the podcast after show, exclusive written content, and little bits and pieces of information before the unwashed masses know about it. As a member, you not only get access to all of this amazing content, you get a badge next to your name and a slew of amazing emotes to use, not only in our live stream chat, but also in our comment section. And yes, we do have an emote for Jesus Ferreira, Go Snack, and Paul Rothrock. This is the best way to help keep us independent and keep us building out this crazy YouTube brand that we call Lobbing Scorchers. Hit the join button down below or hit the link in the top of our description if you're on mobile to join the ranks and become a Lobbing Scorchers YouTube member.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to your post-game live for the Leagues Cup semifinals. The Seattle Sounders are going to the Leagues Cup final.
Oh! Leo Messi, I got a message for you. Do you hear me? You ever heard of this Argentine named Pedro de la Vega? You ever heard of him? Well, you're going to have to hear about him right about now, Mr. Messi. Get your Michelob Ultra, your Ross Dress for Less, whatever bullshit commercial you want to do, Mr. Messi. And guess what, buddy? Kick fucking rocks. You're going to have to play on Lumen Field turf. You're going to have to play in front of the greatest supporters to ever do it in American soccer against the greatest tournament coach in the history of MLS. So read my lips, Mr. Messi. This is not going to be a Michelob Ultra. This is going to be a tall glass of whoop ass, bitch.
Noah is turned.
Woo!
Noah is turned. The Seattle Sounders are going to the Leagues Cup final.
Messi. That turf's going to come for you, buddy.
That's right. They are hosting Inter Miami, Leo Messi, and the Barca boys at Lumen Field in the Leagues Cup final. 2-0 at the LA Galaxy. Man, where do you even want to start with this game? Thank you all for tuning in. By the way, like the video and sub to the channel if you haven't already. What a game, what a performance. 2-0. Osaze de Rosario with a big boy goal.
Room. I mean, that dude said,
that guy.
Hey, I know there's two Premier League defenders, former Premier League defenders sitting here. How about I send them to the ether?
He sent them to the ether. That was
Marco Reus. Did he do anything?
Not really, no.
I was told that Marco Reus was resurgent. I was told that Marco Reus was this like incredible player. Seems like the Bundesliga is a lot easier than MLS. I'm just going to say it. Pedro
de la Vega, magnificent once again. Gets the goal in like the 6th minute or whatever that was to get the squad off and running. And really, it didn't feel like it was ever like that much in danger. I thought like after the De La Vega goal, for the rest of the first half, the Galaxy, they kind of had like some possession going. They had a little bit of control.
Possession without purpose.
It was possession without purpose for the most part. And I think that's another thing to make sure we don't overlook is this performance defensively was phenomenal. And, you know, it's funny after Osaze scored that, I was like, all right, feeling pretty good. It's like the 58th, 60th minute or whatever. Galaxy don't really have much going. If anything, Seattle's had the way better chances in the second half. All you got to do is make sure nothing stupid happens. Just keep your head about you. Finish the match with 11 men, and you're probably good to go.
Decided to do this. He decided to do this. Are you ready? It's all good. I'm good.
If you were wondering if this was going to be a game where the Seattle Sounders finished the match with all 11 men on the field, it was not.
Never. It was never
going to be. It was always too much to ask. The The red card boys were at it once again. It was new once again. Third red card of the season. Count them up. 1, 2, 3. This one was.
Is there 7?
I don't really. I think it's 8 or 9 or something. We'll talk about the red card.
Probably like 6 or 7.
We'll talk about the red card. The red card thing is just. It's the one thing. It's the one thing that was going to make the last 10 minutes plus stoppage of that game interesting is if they got someone sent off. So of course they had to do it. They had to do it. Do you have the press conference shit? I didn't even look.
Oh shit, dude! I'm not even
forgot about that.
Dude. I've just been.
I'm not. Yeah,
flailing around. You keep talking, and I'll look.
I'm way out of it. Yeah, I mean having to finish the match with 10 men for the 27th time this season. It was obviously unfortunate, but I guess it's kind of part of the bit at this point. Because if you look at the whole sequence of the crash out red card boys this season, a lot of them have come in games where Seattle's still taking results. A lot of them have come in games where Seattle still won the game, or at least I know at least a couple of them have now. So I guess there's that. It would be nice. Like sometimes they make it through one game with all 11 guys, but they can't. It's like if you're talking about making it more than 2 or 3 games, that's just not going to happen. But you know what? Let's not even. We don't need to dwell on that right now. The Sounders are hosting a final against the literal greatest player to ever play the game. I think that's the takeaway right now, more than the crash out red card boys surfacing once again. And
presser hasn't started yet. We're good.
Let's go. All right. We're not going to miss the presser. We're going to get to, we're going to hear from Schmetz. I think they do mix zone for players, unfortunately, but we will get to hear from Schmetz. So excited to hear what he has to say about all this. I'm sure he's hyped right now. I guess for me, man, like going into this game, a lot of talk about, the difficulty of beating a team twice in a row, one that you beat 4-0. And I was thinking to myself, like, well, what do you need to happen in this context to replicate that feat, or at least make sure you win the game and come close to that performance? One of those things was your DPs, but 2 of them are hurt. So your DP in this case, Pedro de la Vega, needs to step up and look like the player that he's looked like over these last few games, these big games. That's where you need your star players to step up. And God damn it, Noah, he was good tonight. Oh my God. I think that was some of the, just the way he dribbling around. And
I've been bullying Nico a little bit about saying he's a big game, not a big game player, but like a game-changing player. Bro, he looked like he was Messi out there. Like he looked like he was dictating the game. Like it didn't matter who was running at him, who was coming at him. He was able to just ping passes, just guide the ball exactly where he wanted to go, make runs, draw fouls. I mean, I know I've come around. I'm always a come around kind of guy. But was this not his magnum opus performance? Even though he only scored 1 goal and he didn't score like the screamer that he did before, I feel like this match he dominated more than the screamer match.
He was dominating the game. Every time Seattle was on the ball, I was like, just give it to number 10, please.
Give it to 10.
Feed him. And they were doing a good job of spamming that a little bit because the LA Galaxy defense, God love them. They were. Dude,
okay, can we talk about Zonka? Can we talk about Zonka?
Zonka's my favorite player in MLS.
Zonka?
I love that guy.
Okay, dude, Zonka's I literally saw him. I saw him on the starting 11, and I literally laughed out loud. I was like, we're winning.
I love the whole LA Galaxy defense. They're incredible content merchants. Like,
oh my God.
Like really, let's talk about Osaze, because this should have been worse than 2-0.
Yeah.
And Osaze, like before he scored that goal, I was like, man, I don't know what to think of his shift tonight so far, because he is playing so well, And then he missed 2 wide ass open breakaways, just correct. Wide ass open, and it's like, oh God, everything is perfect. The run, the movement, but he misses 2 wide ass open breakaways. But no, that goal, oh my God, like just
highlight. You know what material, bro.
You know what I loved about both these goals tonight is, the first one, Rothrock, charging in and creating that opportunity, that chaos in the box.
Yes, we got to talk about that. We got to talk
about that because, well, but like it was the theme with both goals, because both those goals, man, are just like heart and grit and effort and determination. That's what you need to win games like these. Schmetz is at the podium. Put him on the goddamn screen.
Brian, can we hear him?
I can't hear him.
Join audio.
The intensity you guys came out with, the way you set a tone early, and as parcel of that, what Rothrock did on setting up that first goal,
Quality prime time,
really terrorizing them back in front of
Well, that's Paul. For those of you in Southern California that don't watch a lot of our games, that's Paul Rothrock in a nutshell. I think it started with the kickoff. We wanted to get the ball down the field. We wanted to play in their half of the field because we knew Greg was going to have his team ready. So it was critical for us to try and get off to a fast start. And so, that whole sequence, that whole play, Di Rosario, I'm sure we'll talk about him more in a minute, but, his hold up play, getting guys involved, his shot, Paul keeping the ball alive. And then you see Pedro with his technical ability, his technical quality on the strike, started obviously the game off in a good way for us.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. A couple from me. First, just since that Club World Cup, your team has been on an absolute tear. I think one loss in 14 games. What has it been in that stretch or about the Club World Cup that kind of spawned that run for you guys?
Well, obviously playing against the best club teams in the world raised the level, the standard of our play, the preparation, the lead up to those games. We as a coaching staff, the backroom staff, physical staff, we all dug in and made sure that all the details were taken care of so that the players could have the best performance possible. I think that brought the whole organization to just a more focused point. And then we just continued because those results weren't wins, but they certainly spurred us to play better and prepare the team better because, we didn't want to take 7 against PSG.
And then you mentioned it, getting back to De Rosario. Just what did you see from him and the determination? He could have had a hat trick tonight, but eventually does get that goal, determined to do so.
Well, he's a young player with a lot of potential. So he's not the finished product. Yes, he could have scored in the first half, maybe in the second half, another one. But look, the goal he takes, I mean, come on. That's a pretty darn good goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen it only on my phone. I'll look at it on my computer when I'm flying back on the plane. But, for him to flip the ball over, turn around, bum rush a couple of guys, get it in the back of the net. I mean, that's a pretty impressive play.
And lastly, from me, book a CONCACAF Champions Cup spot and a chance to lift Leagues Cup. What do those two things mean to the club?
Well, we're the only team that's been in 2 Leagues Cup finals, Las Vegas in 2021 and now this one. So we're proud of that fact. The 2021 final didn't go our way. Lyon beat us, but we're, going to play. We are going to play against Messi.
Who?
At our home field in front of 65,000 people. And I would seriously counsel everybody should be there because it's going to be an entertaining game.
Ryan, you're going to play that game without Nuhu, and I know you certainly have the players to step up and go into that, but just losing him to the red card, your thoughts on how that played out?
Well, I don't comment on the refereeing, but in this moment, I will tell you that I watched the replay and everything with VAR. It's such a useful tool. But then sometimes in these situations, you can slow it down and you can stop it at the actual moment where his foot was a little high, but he clearly hit the ball, half a second before he even came close to Peck. And Peck sold it pretty good. But at the end of the day, we don't control the referees. Nuhu maybe could have stayed out of it, but obviously in the heat of the moment. But I'm not holding anything against Nuhu. I thought it was, just one of those circumstances where VAR is going to come in and make that, make that a red.
Brian, you had so many absences for this game. So how special is not just to win, but to dominate as you guys did tonight?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, you have many absences, like Jordan Morris, like Ross.
Oh,
White,
absences.
Like,
Okay.
sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Lo
So,
siento.
No worries. Okay, in
So
Spanish.
a lot of
you know,
absences. Yes.
So how
Well,
special?
we're missing, Jordan Morris and Joe Paulo and, Albert and Ryan Kent and everything. But, we have a very deep roster. Craig and the guys up in the front office, have put together a deep squad, and we have needed every single one of the players. I mean, if you look at the team we ended with tonight again, and then the team that, beat Sporting Kansas City 5-2, we're playing a lot of young kids, a lot of local kids. And so, we're very proud of that as an organization. The message has always been next man up. And, again, missing Nuhu, we'll do the best job we can. The next guy has to step up and perform well.
That's one for me, Brian, is you've got Miami now in a chance to win a trophy. What initially, what do you see in that game? What are the things that you guys have to do to neutralize them and to take advantage of what you do?
Well, obviously, we're going to have to, limit their star players to, half chances,
Who?
if that's possible. We'll obviously have to keep some possession because we don't want to chase the ball for 90 minutes. And then, we'll have to create some chances against them. So, we'll start working on that. Probably the coaching staff on the way back, on the flight back. For the players, we're going to let them enjoy this moment. And we'll work on Miami when they come back in on Friday. We're flying tonight, yeah.
We'll now take a couple questions.
I'm going to the airport.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Brian, congratulations on the win. There at the end, after you went down a man, it still seemed like your defenders were pressing forward, especially in the midfield there. What can you just say about the play of some of these young guys that you entrusted to sort of be that first line of defense there when you had to see out the last 10-ish minutes?
So the midfield, we're back line of 5 when I made the last sub with Kim Keehee, but Danny Leva, Obed Vargas, Alex Roldan, and Snyder. So Alex being the senior guy, Obed has a lot of, minutes and experiences. Danny Leva was his 100th appearance for the club. So he's ticking up. Snyder Burnell, plenty of smarts, and he looks the part. So very, very proud of all those guys, the effort that they put in, Kalani playing right back, Reed playing left wing back, sandwiched behind, 3 experienced center backs, Jackson, Yaimar, and Kim Keehee. Great way to close out the game. And then, to top it off, you got Andrew making the saves that he needed to make and managing the game. So very proud of the entire squad.
Jada Evans, your question is next, please.
Thanks. Congratulations too on the win, Brian. You had mentioned earlier about Messi, and I wanted to just kind of get your thoughts. It's a pretty incredible, I guess, in summer of soccer at Lumen with some of the teams that you've been hosting, and also the fact that you guys have hosted a lot of titles at Lumen too. Can you kind of just, give your thoughts on that, on how things have worked out for you guys?
So perspective, I think, is a word. As you were having your question, came to my mind. Yeah, my perspective on this, being a local kid, having seen a lot of big events at the stadium, championships and everything, finals. We're hosting the greatest player. Pele. Okay, we can make some comparisons. Ronaldo. Okay, whatever. But Miami's coming to Seattle in a meaningful championship game. Followed playing against Paris Saint-Germain, who is arguably the best club in the world. Simeone and Atletico, Botafogo. It's been a great summer. I'm hoping to make it an even better summer on Sunday, I hope, Jada. And then it's just a long runway into the World Cup that we're going to be hosting in 2026. And, the way the team's playing, what they believe, maybe a deep playoff run as well.
Nico, we'll go to you.
Hi, Brian. Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to talk about Pedro de la Vega and how he's really flourished over this season. If you were to pinpoint a turning point in his form, whether it would be his haircut or a specific goal, what moment would you say was the moment for Pedro?
Well, I'll ask him. My personal thought on Pedro is that, he had to compete, he had to fight for his spot. He always worked hard in training. So when his opportunity to come on the left-hand side of the field came, he was ready and he was prepared. Jesus was making his name in the right side of the field. We had Paul and Ryan Kent, so Pedro's made the most of his opportunity, and we're very pleased about that. But the kid never gave up, worked hard. That's why he's on the field.
Nico Moreno, your question, please.
No, Shaw, he asked about the hair.
Thank you, Brian. Congratulations on the win. Yemer Gomez-Andrade got to 200 appearances. It seemed like he was a huge part of today's win in that defensive battle. Can you talk about him and what the total defense was able to do to neutralize this LA Galaxy attack?
Well, the whole group played well. Ymar played excellent. Jackson was excellent. Alex, when he was back there, knew who when he was on the field. The entire group, that's a very established back four, very experienced back four. And, they were terrific tonight. We knew LA was going to be coming out with a little bit more intensity. And so they were prepared for that challenge. You add Obed and Christian, screening balls in front of them where Royce liked to play. And, I think Pack and Paintsel, they switched sides maybe 5 or 6 times the whole match. So, that they were frustrated.
Jeremiah, we will take your follow-up as the last question.
Yeah, Brian, this was the site of last year's Western Conference final. It went a different way. Does this feel at all like you have some sense of, closure or redemption for last year?
No, because I thought we were in the game last year. It was one mistake, and Ricky was good enough to slot the ball in, but we wanted to host MLS Cup last year. I think our team was deserved of a chance to host it. Again, it's credit to Greg last year. His team was, champions. So you give him a ton of credit. But this year there's no, added revenge factor. I know there was some talk about how he and I have gone up against each other for many years. I like Greg. I think he's a great coach, but I'm not using that as blackboard material.
Great. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
Coach. Good luck on Sunday.
Thanks, Coach. Get home safe. Bye.
Schmet's on cloud absolute 9.
Chat,
Right
I'm
there.
sober. I just you can't to slot in the question whether it may be his haircut or his play on the field. That was just. I'm sorry. That just sent me a little bit.
I honestly missed that he.
I just thought Schmetz was gonna like just lose it there a little bit. So it killed me. I'm sorry. And I invited Jeremiah to come talk and look at this. You can let him in or not, Ari. This is up to you.
Let's get him in here, but let's do these super chats first because we had a 50 bomb from Andrew. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, man. That's
50
awesome.
bomb.
50 bomb. He says, let's go. So glad I bought them before the game was over. LMAO, any score predictions? And do you think Alex will slide over to the left with Nuhu out? I'm not going to, we'll talk about Inter Miami in, we'll talk about Inter Miami. I don't like doing predictions, but we'll talk about how it could go. Alex sliding over to the left with Nuhu out. I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about that too. RBW potentially, maybe.
RBW is going to
little
pop
KKR inversion, perhaps. We'll talk about that. But thank you for the 50, Andrew. That's
thank you for the 50 bomb.
Incredible.
Score prediction. Did you get your score prediction?
I'm not doing that yet. I'm just not. I'm not gonna. I'm
Cowardly.
I'm not gonna do it.
8-0. We're gonna win 8-0.
Matt, thank you for the 5. Messi will sit out because of the turf, and MLS will still gift them the trophy. There was some talk of the scriptwriters tonight down in Fort Lauderdale. Bad Sequels, thank you for the super sticker, $4.99. Appreciate you. Azurada for the $4.99. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. CCC qualified. We forgot to mention that in the midst of
CCC
everything
qualified.
else.
Triple C.
Kenny Pink Phony Club. Oh, okay, there you go. I took.
Aria, do you know who Chaperone is?
I got the ref.
Do you know Chaperone?
I know
Big
Chaperone. I know Chaperone.
You should ask Jeremiah if you know Chaperone.
Zippy Tuna, thank you for the $2. Another home final. I love these so much. Yeah, it's gonna be so sick. Like,
yeah,
Messi final at Lumen. Wow. Carl, thank you for the $2. Do the Selly. Is that the Osaze? I don't know.
Yeah, I did the Selly. I did it while you were doing it. Yeah, do it with me. We'll get Jeremiah in here. We'll all do it.
That was on
Jeremiah. Do it.
Yeah. Jeremiah O'Shed, Southern Heart Overlord, joining the post game live. Jeremiah, what's up, man? How are you feeling? Talk to me.
I'm good. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Chat. So okay, here we'll start with this, Jo. I think a lot of the talk going into this game was, like the difficulty of beating a team like twice in a row, a team that you just beat 4-0. Like, does that actually make the secondary game harder? Are they going to be motivated? Like, is this going to be just like a nail biter? What did you make of how the team came out in this game? Because the way they were pressing, the way they got right on top and got the early goal was just incredible.
No, they were not messing around. They were not going to let Galaxy sort of get comfortable in this game. I think that was absolutely the right approach. I feel like there was another team that was doing something kind of like that, convincing themselves that this was the time. They can't beat us 10 times in a row type situation. There was another team that went through that recently. I don't remember exactly who that was. So, no, I don't know. I didn't necessarily. I wasn't so worried about like what happened the last time the Sounders played. I just don't know how much that informed this game, but I don't think it hurt their chances. I was pretty confident going into this one. The Sounders are a better team. The Sounders are missing like 7 starters, and they are a much better team than the Galaxy.
That's crazy.
It's
also
crazy.
Can we talk about quickly? We just ruined 2 LA Galaxy, or we completely ruined this LA Galaxy season because Ricky Puig gets injured in the game, whatever, leads to this absolutely terrible season. And then they're all hanging Marco Royce. All these people are like, we're going to win Leagues Cup and we're going to save this season. Sorry, buddy.
Well, yes, that would have saved their season in a different way. Let's be real, though. If they make CONCACAF Champions Cup, which they still have another chance to do.
They do. I hope they make
it. That's a pretty sweet little salvage.
Yeah. Them making it during the season that they're having would be a good thing.
There's no chance they beat Orlando, right?
You know what?
No way.
Well, I mean,
it's going to be in LA.
They have hosting rights. They have hosting rights.
Famously,
Orlando going to have to go cross country. You know what I want to say? Kind of going off what you were talking about there, Jeremiah, and also one of the things Schmetz mentioned. You know what I love about this team? They don't make any freaking excuses, man. So many teams.
No,
if you lost if your designated player number 10, your DP number 9 was hurt all year. You had this injury, you had that injury, you had to field this rotated lineup, you had to put this guy at this position. So many teams, if they would go in and drop results and maybe lose a game like this, and you go, well, if we had Rusnak, if we had Jordan Morris, maybe it's different, but like too many injuries piled up. I guess that's how it goes this time. This team doesn't make excuses. They just go and perform and take results. And now they're in a final against Inter Miami. And I just think like with so much of the injuries that they've had this year, it would have been like I would be coping by using those as excuses. These players don't do that.
Thing is that they are actually legit excuses. If this season was circling the drain, you'd still be frustrated. You'd be mad, but you would be able to say, look, when you lose your starting striker and you lose your number 10 and you lose your starting winger and you lose this player and you lose that player, this is MLS. What are you supposed to do? You don't. Yeah. That's not how MLS works.
The roster rules.
Yeah.
But like even in this game too, like even in addition to all the injuries, you have Moose get suspended for crashing out and get a red card. You are starting Osaze in this game. Osaze looks incredible. Scores one of the sickest goals I've seen all season.
Can we name this? Can we name this goal? I know Beastquake is taken, but maybe like
Beardquake is taken by
I think we got to workshop that a little, but I think there's something there.
Chat, you're here for a reason. There's 300 of you. One, if you haven't liked the video, you're cowardly. Like the video. Two, help us workshop this. I think there's something we can cook up here.
There's potential there.
Also, I have to ask. I don't know if you have any idea about this, but I would assume that more tickets will be released tomorrow to the match because I don't think they've opened the upper bowl yet. But Jeremiah, do you have any insight on that?
So what I was told unofficially was that it would depend on the next 24 to 36 hours. Well, let me tell you, there are no tickets left. So I think they cleared that bar.
No tickets?
There are effectively no tickets left. Yeah.
Effectively no tickets. All right.
The lower bowl is sold out. So I would be shocked if but by the time we go to bed tonight, if there aren't more seats open, frankly.
Okay, well, hey, lobbingscorchers.com/tickets. That's where you go. You get it directly through Ticketmaster. We don't do any of that shady reseller shit. You can go right there. We get a cut. You get real tickets. Just keep refreshing. Keep spamming chat. Second window. We got to see you at the final. We got to see you at the final.
I will say that I have season tickets. I did not pay as you go for Leagues Cup because I didn't really want to deal with getting rid of, like, I give all my tickets away and I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of giving away.
It's because no one wants to sit next to you.
I don't sit in the seats.
How did I get stuck next to you in the press box then if no one wants to sit next to you in the stadium?
Right, exactly. So in any case, I am kind of kicking myself. I probably could have made back my whole nut.
Yeah, you probably could have made back your whole season ticket package, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of kicking myself right now, but hey, that's the cost.
That's how it goes. We don't bet on Messi in this house, you know.
No, it was funny. My wife today, I told her, there's a chance if the Sounders win today, there's a pretty good chance they're going to host Messi, and she's like, they're hosting Messi. Can you get me tickets? And I'm like, oh yeah, probably. And then I didn't think that through.
I don't know if it's fully set in for me yet that they're hosting Messi in a final.
No, this is unreal. This is not me being hyperbolic about this, but for real, the fact that they played PSG, Botafogo, and Atletico Madrid at home this year, and I do think that legitimately I legitimately think that sets them up in a situation like this where they aren't that worried about this game. And the people who are going to be starting this game, like Reed Baker-Whiting, is going to start left back. I will be shocked if he's not starting. And frankly, he deserves the look. He started against Atletico Madrid. He was fine against Atletico Madrid. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't start him.
I don't have a problem with it.
And yeah, he might get toasted by Messi. But here's the thing about this is not PSG. This is not Atletico Madrid. This is still an
retirement
MLS teams.
Let's talk about this because when I was watching that game, the Orlando Miami game tonight, I had the exact same thought of just like if Seattle plays this team like Messi and the Barca boys, like it's so scary. Okay, like
they look like shit. They look like shit. They're not a good team.
They're a good team. They're a good MLS team. They're 6th in the Eastern Conference, which I know the East is really good, but like 1.84 points per game, like is a very good number. It's also like pretty similar to what the Columbus Crew usually play at, and Seattle just played.
I mean, the
Columbus
Sounders aren't that far behind that right now. To be honest.
No, yeah, like they're not like this. This just god tier, unbeatable type Inter Miami.
This game was in Miami, and the Sounders had to fly across the United States on 4 days rest or 3 days rest or whatever it is. I would be a lot more worried about this. I'm not saying like the Sounders probably aren't favorites, but like I don't see why they shouldn't be even money on this. Like I think the Sounders have a great chance to win it. They haven't seen Osaze de Rosario. They haven't seen Snyder Brunel. They haven't seen Kalani Kosarienzi.
What do you know
Messi has
about
not
him
seen
like
Snyder
that at
Brunell.
10?
Messi
What do
has
you
not-
know
Dude,
about
Snyder Brunell? Like, let's just like literally, he only played what 15 minutes today or something.
dude? His little tactical run it up into the corner.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
loved it. I loved
need
it.
this kid in my life forever.
He's so
No,
fired.
exactly. And then the fact that Brian had the confidence to pull Christian Roldan off the field, I think was actually like in the 65th minute, wasn't it? And to bring on Snyder Brunell, and it's just like, yeah, go see out the last 25 minutes of this game, kid.
Yeah. And I felt like,
And he never put a
completely
foot wrong.
fine about
Never.
that. Yeah.
He
I
never
felt-
made a
the
misstep.
amount that I already trust him is kind of crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
I'm like I like want him on the field.
Like,
Yeah.
I've seen him play probably more than anyone that doesn't work for the Sounders or is like a relative of a Defiance team. I still was not like prepared for his
Ascension.
composure.
Oh
Yeah. No, it's
This is the way-
very it's
I have
very
to
impressive.
dive this in here. This is the perfect, and people, we talked about the transfer window. We talked about one of the things I really liked about what you and Doyle talked about on your show was this like kind of the ideology and ethos of the Sounders in the way that they're able to make players like Snyder Brunell happen and play them and build this depth. This is the battle of two ideologies inside of MLS. There is the
it is like perfect. It's like a
It's
perfect.
perfect.
I didn't even thought about that. That's a great point, Noah.
It's
a
the
perfect yin yang.
homegrown path to pro model versus let's sign every single name you can
Literally
back to back.
Messi. Let's sign literally Messi.
Yeah. and I think that this is the perfect final. This is the perfect final.
Like MLS, I say again, without hyperbole, this is possible, almost certainly a more interesting matchup than MLS Cup will be, unless it's a rematch.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, God,
No, this is if you had told me at the beginning of the year you're gonna play a final against Miami, I would have not. You could have told. I wouldn't have cared what tournament it was in.
No. This
This is the Open
sick.
Cup.
This is.
I mean,
why-
especially hosting it. Hosting
This
it
is
is
why.
like,
This is
what?
why you get excited about soccer. This is why you show up to 30 games a year, which Sounders are gonna play almost like 30 home games this year. That's crazy.
I can't believe
But,
they were about to almost play 50 if they would have gone if they would have potentially could have played 50. That's crazy.
No, I'm saying they will probably play 50 games, but they might play 30
Yeah.
home games.
Yeah. That's insane.
It's crazy. This has been an amazing ride. I think Pedro de la Vega is also sort of a really wonderful illustration of this team where, I listened to your guys' show, and I will say there's one thing that I would take not necessarily issue with, but I would just offer a different take on.
Yeah, please.
It's not that the Sounders were happy to wait for Pedro de la Vega. They were frustrated to be waiting as long as they did. But I think he's illustrative of how sometimes some players that age, especially coming to a new league, oftentimes take a little bit of time to develop. And we've seen that right now. And it was only like a month and a half ago, I was getting into arguments with people saying, I just don't see it. This guy is a total bust. Get rid of him as soon as you get the first chance to get rid of him.
I was on
Stuff
your
was
side
flying
there.
around.
He's
yeah.
I
got
was on your
talent.
side there.
Who said that?
Get him on the field.
Yeah, no, I will I mean, he's been incredible really for
I wasn't trying to call you out, Noah. I'm
over
sorry.
a month now. Well, okay, but like I will say
I can take it.
we have been like hard on him at times on this show, but I don't look
No, I just am like, no, but I've been doing this a lot.
No. I said, do you think it was Pedro's haircut?
Oh yeah, it was probably.
Yeah.
I don't look at it
Probably.
as
Yeah, most
as
definitely.
being hard on him. I look at it as we hold him to an extremely high standard.
Yeah, and you know what
if-
the thing
if-
is about Pedro? This is the other thing is the more we see him, I honestly think the more you're gonna like him. Like he is such
oh God,
a good,
he was good tonight.
dude.
He was
He
so
is-
good.
He's like we didn't really get to report on this that much, but like I went to the Sounders Pride event when they did the flag raising, and who's there? Pedro de la Vega and Andrew Thomas, two guys who really like not obvious players. Like Pedro de la Vega is a designated player. He does not have to go to the Pride Day flag raising. That is not. No one is making him do that. He just wants to go. Andrew Thomas just wants to go. This is a thing that they like. I love it. I just love that these two guys, especially, and I love that Andrew Thomas made a couple really, really good saves early in this game.
He had a great night.
Did. Yeah.
Low XG chances, but really good real chances.
The Cuevas one was like that. That was like
no,
their
both of those. I thought they were both in. They were good shots.
Yeah. What was the other? What was the other one? There's the Cuevas one, and then there's like one other.
He had to go to his left one time. Cuevas one, and then there was one that was a shot from distance, maybe Fagundes.
Oh yeah, Fagundes one. Yeah. Those were. We should not overlook how important the plays those were in the game, because those were more high quality chances than anything they generated the last time these two teams played a couple weeks ago. And you need your goalkeeper to step up in those moments, like we've seen Steph Fry do a lot of times. And Andrew T, he was up for it tonight. He's been incredible this whole tournament as well. I mean, God, this team, when it gets in tournament mode, sometimes it's just it's a spectacle.
You know, and it's funny because Matt Doyle picked the Sounders as a favorite when he wrote his like initial column, and I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit. Like, I don't see it. Like I thought, you know, and mainly because I was just thinking they're going to lose to Cruz Azul in the first game.
Yeah,
like they lose that game, right? Like it's not that interesting.
Yeah,
they didn't lose at all.
They did not. Famously, did not lose that game. I mean, the series of events in these games in this tournament, you had the 7-0, obviously the De La Vega Golazo, went viral all over the world. They beat, what was it? Was it 4 straight Liga MX teams to get to this game? Yeah.
That's the way it's set up now.
Yeah. Like what a run, still one game to go. One of the biggest games that this club is ever going to.
No, this is perfect. This is better. Like I was a little bummed when it was all MLS teams in the semifinals, but this was the final I think everyone dreamed of.
I said this in the press box like rounds ago. I was like, it's Seattle Miami in the final. It was always going to be. It was scripted. It was scripted for Miami to get into the final. Sounders, they didn't have to script it for the Sounders because they're just that good. They can actually like play people off the field. And one thing I do want to say, people in chat, I saw this. They're like, oh, this is scripted for Miami, blah, 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 blah. You can't script something. You can't call a penalty, or Messi can't magically make a penalty happen or whatever if you score 4 goals.
Right.
And let me tell you, Inter Miami, they love to give up a goal.
I didn't get to it when I was talking about them
this
earlier.
Is the exact
but like they can be
Sounders
scored. They can be scored on as much as anyone. They
it legitimately might be a like 6-4 game. Like that might actually be the final.
It's within the because this Miami team, they can obviously when their attack gets rolling, they can score with the best of them. Their defense literally looks like the LA Galaxy sometimes. Like it does, man. Like that's been their issue really dating back to even last year when they won the Shield and set the points record. They would still leak goals a lot, and they're kind of built in a way that it's like it doesn't matter if we leak some goals because we got Messi and we got this high powered offense. But this road trip, this environment. Like it's not going to be like they walk in here and like win super easily type of game. I mean, anything can happen, but I would be very surprised if that happened.
No, I'm excited. I mean, honestly, it feels a little house money. Like the Sounders. This is a funny little stat. When Adrian Hanauer took over the Sounders in 2002, they had never gone. This was the longest drought they'd had of going to a final. And that includes the USL era. So they ended that drought, which I think is great. So they almost exactly 3 years, or not exactly, but like about a little more than 3 years since their last finals appearance. And that's good. That's this is fitting. This feels right. And I don't know, like if they lose to Miami, you can hold your head high. Like I feel like they were avoiding the last 2 games, especially. It was about avoiding a banana peel. And
yes, that's a good way to put it.
And now they've done that, and this one is more fun. If they get beat by Miami, you shrug your shoulders. But I like their chances.
I like their chances too.
I'm as pumped about this as I've been about anything, and it's like Sunday.
Yeah. I have to wait. I have to wait a couple of days, but only a couple of days.
Yeah.
We have some super chats I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
This is one of the names. It's the shake and bake for the name of the play. I think that's good workshopping. I saw some other stuff in the chat. We'll have to dive back into that. You can also
Shake and quake.
Shake and quake.
You see what I'm
shake and quake? I like the shake and quake. I think that could cook.
The beast and bake.
Beast and bake.
I think we're getting somewhere. Like this.
Yeah.
We might have to like keep working on it, but
we're getting closer.
I think like substituting quake with the bake, and it's the shake and bake. Like there's something there.
We're getting there. We are cooking. Cup.
Yeah. Cup.
Sounders absolutely should be the favorites in this from Zippy Tuna.
I'll be interested to see like what the actual line is.
Yeah.
Like, do the Vegas pundits are they going to be all Messi's on that team, so they're automatically?
I mean, as always, as I always feel important to remind folks that the line is not who they think is going to win; it's where they think the money is going to go. And so Miami probably is going to have more money on them, so the favorite will probably be Miami. That doesn't necessarily mean they're like the favorite by the pundits, you know?
Yeah. CCC! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Yeah, that I'm glad that that's just taken care of. Don't have to think about that anymore. The team is playing in CCC next year, which we all want to be in that tournament. Like,
and famously, remember what happened last time the Sounders made a really good Leagues Cup run? What happened the next year when they were in CCC? I don't know. Do you remember that?
Another good point from Noah. What's going on? Like,
yeah, what is happening?
You've had like 2 good points in the last 10 minutes. This is kind of.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. We might have become the first MLS team to ever win it. I don't know.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Might have happened.
And like it is. I do think this. I really think the Club World Cup just kind of took this team to another level. Like,
no, it really does feel that way, and I think it was a very convenient narrative for the Sounders after the Club World Cup to be talking about how they felt good how they were playing, even though they had lost 5 games in a row, which is kind of funny to think about. They had lost 5 straight games coming out of the Club World Cup. And there was, we were sort of openly talking about how this whole idea of the Club World Cup bounce only really means something if they start putting together some results. And that's what they did. They beat Austin, they tied Columbus, but then after that, they really got rolling.
And they secured $9 million.
Yeah, it would be, which they famously spent on a striker from Ukraine.
That's another thing I wanted to say on the.
I did find a guy, by the way. Brighton. There's this like 19-year-old.
Don't care. Who needs a U22 number 9? Who needs Noah Ohio? Give me Osaze.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Noah Ohio is shaking, quaking a goal like that?
No, it is like legitimately funny. Like there is an element of
funny
comedy to it that Osaze de Rosario has 4 goals. Snyder Bradell has 2 goals in 3 games. If these were new signings from outside the league, people would be talking about and I realize the thing is that you can do both, right? They could have signed someone else in addition to these guys, and that's sort of what's frustrating. But like sometimes I do think it's worth appreciating what the Sounders do have, and it's a very, very, very deep roster with a lot of interesting young talents, and it's worth getting excited about it.
My intrigue with Osaze is skyrocketed after tonight, and it's not just because of that insane goal that he scored. Like I thought he had a freaking phenomenal shift. Like he had one of those situations where when you miss the breakaways like that like takes the attention, and if he didn't get the goal, that's what would have got
great hold up play.
But like the hold up play,
the run that he made on the second chance was such a good run.
Yeah.
Jordan Morris-esque.
He helps cause that De La Vega goal, like by just kind of speculative shot, but it spills, and then Paul Rothrock charges in from off screen out of left field, and
that's a question here from a super chat.
Do we have to play Rothrock? I feel like yes.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I think you do. I mean, I think it's probably the same lineup with Reed instead of Nuhu. Most likely.
What did you
The
think?
thing is, they got most of the guys off. I mean, the fact that they got Pedro off,
They
in
rotated crazy.
Yeah, they were able to get Pedro some rest, so he should. I wasn't sure about that sub in the moment because I'm like, man, I don't feel safe.
Well,
like, a 2-0 at that point, it's like they score one goal and it's 50-50 again.
I know, and that's I had the same thought, but what got me sort of excited about it was that Brian was confident to make that move. Because it wasn't, I think it was a move where he's trying, because he brought off Christian at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And like that to me was not him. That was him saying, look, I think we can see this out and rest these guys.
And it went super smoothly from there. Nothing bad happened. The team.
I mean, nothing other than Nuhu losing his mind and making a really dumb.
Okay, I don't put this as a crash out red, man. Like
it's not a crash out red. It's just a unnecessary. Like you don't need to go flying into that tackle.
Okay? You are both wrong about this. Okay, here's the reality of the situation. I've had 3 good takes in a row, so it's time for me to dish some heat. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
What has happened to the beautiful game that I love? You used to be able to go in 2 feet flying, jumping up like a goddamn ski jumper into the ankles of one of your rivals. No. The game's gone. The game is absolutely gone. This is woke nonsense.
I think there was actually something to what Schmetz was saying about it, and I think you actually brought this up on the group chat. So that was another good point. God, this is crazy. But Schmetz was talking like, the idea of like, all right, yeah, if you freaking slow it down to like,
yes, dude,
like the absolute VAR. Like, and then you pause it right when the cleat makes.
I did think that pausing it was a little unnecessary. Look, like if you got to pause it,
yeah,
maybe it's not that big of a deal. Because so this is where it comes down for me is he doesn't need to be off the ground.
Okay. Maybe you don't need to be off the ground. But Nuhu he is an airplane flying through the sky, okay? He's looking for his next target.
I can see and sympathize with how that would happen more than I can say one where you throw a ball into the stands and then flip off the ref.
Sure. It was like, at least I would say of his three red cards, this is the one I can most easily forgive. But what is going on here? Like
the red card thing is just like it's a bit.
He was playing with some passion.
It's a bit. Like I literally had the thought in my head. I was like, just don't get a red card. They would not do that.
There was a red card. There was always a red card in this game.
No one put yourself in a situation where it could even be conceivable that you get a red card. And then you guys are good. It's 2-0. Obviously, far too much to ask. But
Derek Richard brings up a good point here. On the bright side, Nuhu cannot get a red card against Miami.
Yeah, there was people in chat asking if they could appeal it. Like that shit is not getting
getting appealed, dude.
No.
Like, could they? Maybe. I don't know.
There's
just 0% chance that
there's 0%. And I famously said that about a Christian Roldan red card that I didn't think would get overturned, and then it did get overturned. This one is not getting.
No, there's no overturning this.
It's just it was unfortunate that it had to. It was like I was pretty nervous for the last 10 minutes plus stoppage time because of that. But I will say, I thought they did a great job of. Both defending with 10 men as they've had to do for like 13 times this year. But then also the Galaxy at that point, they're in desperation mode. And there were those moments where Seattle got
good looks. They had not a single good look.
And if anything, Seattle got out and running a couple times when the Galaxy
that run by Obed.
Oh my God.
Oh dude, I wish you would have converted that.
I wanted him to finish that so bad.
I'm telling you, I said it before, I'll say it again. He's evolving. He's getting more powerful. He's
collecting infinity stones, bro. He's about to collect Messi's fucking soul and put it in there, dude.
He is becoming more powerful than we all ever could have imagined when he was subbed in at Austin FC, age 15.
He started that game.
Started that game.
That was the greatest game.
I mean, I was like, damn, he's 15. They must really believe in this kid. He has just gotten that run was just, oh my God.
Not to get too derailed, but I remember the funniest thing after that game, they asked him something and he's like, when I was a little kid, and we're like, you were a little kid?
When I was a little kid?
Yeah. This must be what it's like when I'm talking with you two.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
A little bit,
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, and you're like,
Hey, by the way, I do know who Chapel Roan is. I just want
okay,
to be
okay, yeah.
That's because you have
What's your
daughters.
favorite Chapel Roan song?
my favorite Chapel Roan.
Name 5 Chapel Roan songs
I don't
right
think I can
now.
do that.
See, fake Chapel Roan fan.
I didn't say I was a fan. I said I knew who she was.
Are you streaming Subway right now? Are you hashtag streaming Subway?
No.
Is
Pink
it, what
Phony-
do you
Pink
what do you think
Phony
about the
Club,
Taylor Swift
Jake and Quake.
engagement?
I mean, it's
What are
great.
we even
I'm
on? What are
proud
we
of
on
her.
right now?
That's
We're on
great.
Chapel Roan and T Swift discourse. That's how hype this post game live is.
Should we let me speed run? I'm trying to keep the super chats on track. We've gotten the most super chats
Thank
of all
you
time.
for
so
all
I
the
just
love,
wanna-
everybody. We have more people in here than we've ever had.
Yeah, it's almost the final scripted on one side. It is scripted for the Seattle Sounders. That's my take. What about y'all? Quick speed run.
Oh, you're saying it's
Yeah,
scripted.
totally.
Yeah, scripted for the Sounders. Hell yeah. Club World Cup 2029 incoming. I mean, they've been to the last 2. Why not make it another one? The Sounders have beat the not an exciting team allegations. This
Great
is
point.
an elite squad.
Great point. And let's stay on this for a second because I want to say on that, like we were complaining about as much as anybody last year about how this team on offense was like pulling teeth. They weren't really scoring goals. They were taking results sometimes, but it wasn't always fun. It wasn't always pretty, and we acknowledged that. But what were we asking for that whole time? We were asking for just like a fun, productive, dynamic, entertaining offense. And I want to give them credit for providing that this year. They have 48 goals now in the league. I also think it's like how they're doing it, like the footy that they're playing, especially since Club World Cup, has been fantastic. So I don't want to ask for something a bunch of times and then when it's received, not appreciate it. Like we should appreciate not just the results this team is taking and the fact that they made it so far in this tournament, but the footy that they are playing right now is fantastic. It's phenomenal.
No, I've been sort of running through the numbers and this is a better offensive team than 2014. Like that's just
I agree. Yeah,
that's just true. That's by the numbers.
That was like Dempsey Oba, you guys go just do cool shit, and that's the game.
Dempsey Oba, eat your heart out. We have A. Rosario and Danny Leva.
It worked really well, but this team is so multifaceted, and the kind of I was thinking about this too, like watching the beginning of the game and just how good the press has looked, and I was like, man,
first 10 minutes was crazy.
Like, and they're doing such like an incredible job lately of just overwhelming teams, putting them under so much pressure, forcing them into mistakes, forcing giveaways, winning second balls, like beating everyone to the second balls. It's so fun to watch. And but the way that they can kind of switch between that, where it almost looks like, New York Red Bulls energy drink soccer sometimes, but then also when they need to, the ability to slow it down and be just methodical in possession, and the way they can control the tempo and move between those styles, that is like that's very cool. I think like it's not like they're very multifaceted in how they're doing this.
No, it's remarkable. And I said this after Morris got hurt, that it was surreal that I wasn't that worried about their depth. And I couldn't really explain it then. And then after Rusnak got hurt, I was like, kind of feel like everyone is just flying high right now. This is kind of fine. And it has been at least kind of fine. I mean, they've scored what? They have 12 goals in the 4 games or something that they played without Rusnak. It's crazy.
Yeah,
don't tell that. Be careful. The Brigade's going to use that one against you.
Well, they
had even more goals before he got hurt, though.
I want to give Jesus Ferreira credit for that, but also his game tonight. I thought in that really good first 10-15 minutes of the game, he was just dropping dimes.
No, he was really good.
He was running the offense, and like we've been steadfast in our belief that he is in fact a very, very good high level footballer. I think that has been proven like over this Leagues Cup run and over really his form over the last 6-8 weeks or so. But also tonight, like what more could you want from your from the guy running your offense than what he was doing, spraying those passes around, hitting a lot of these really good passes, springing dangerous counters and attacks, and creating high quality chances. Like he is, I think, the main reason why the Rusnak injury has not hurt this team that much. Sure. It's not because like Rusnak doesn't make an impact. It's because Jesus Ferreira is making that impact. Okay.
Thank you, Scott Anderson, for the $5 as Ari is cooking here. And speaking of cooking, fans wanted to go to McDonald's in the transfer window, but Craig said, we got steak at home, baby.
Hey.
Come on, Matt. You're cooking over here. Another one on the sub here from Zippy Tuna. Subbed on KKR and Brunel with 15 minutes left in a semi. Trust. That is pretty sick. Nat says, which referee decision is worse, the penalty in Vancouver or the no-call penalty for Orlando tonight? I got to go Vancouver.
Well, that wasn't even the no-call penalty for Orlando was the first controversial one, but then the one that they gave to Miami was also it was like Orlando should have got one, and then Miami, of course, gets one. Here's on the topic of like the scripted thing. Like, I don't think it's like actually scripted, but what I do think is that there's something to the
how could you be so naive?
There's something to the idea that like psychologically or unconsciously, when you're a referee and you're reffing a game where Lionel Messi is playing in it, if there's situations where it's like a 50-50 call or maybe a call that's leaning like under normal circumstances that you like wouldn't give to a certain team, I think it creeps into your head of like, I'm going to like give the benefit of the doubt and give the call to the Messi team. I think that's real. Like, and I don't think it's like maliciously intended or they're actually like trying to rig it like that. I think it's just like, it's superstar treatment. That's like Michael Jordan used to get that stuff, you know, like I think it's the same idea. So I don't know if you guys agree with that, but like, I think.
All right, chat. 1 in chat if you think it's scripted. 2 in chat if you don't think it's scripted. That's how we farm engagement here on Lobbing Scorchers.
Scripted or not scripted. But like that, I think that Orlando penalty that Inter Miami got awarded is like it's like a 50-50 play. If the Seattle Sounders had like been in that exact situation, ain't no way they get a penalty. No way.
And then last one here, Jesus Ferreira and Pedro have been playing well together, and Jesus has been able to fill in anywhere on the front line. Thank you for 6 months of membership, Joe. That's just true. That's just real. We're getting all types of numbers. 0.5. That's really where I stand personally. I stand in between 0 and 1.
Wouldn't that be 1.5?
I don't know. You're the numbers guy. You know I don't like stats.
So have we missed anyone to shout out? We did Snyder.
No,
B.
dude, we ripped all the supers.
I meant like performance wise.
I mean, I thought Yamar and Reagan were good.
Good shout. Yeah.
I don't think
Reagan wanted that. Dude, he wanted that one-on-one.
When he went in as the winger.
Yeah.
That was fire. I wanted him to like I feel like he started making that run and was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep doing this until they stop me.
I think he thought he would draw a penalty is honestly what I thought. And I think he almost did.
Oh that my god, a 20 bomb. A 20 bomb from Disc Golfer. I would like to formally apologize for not believing in Jesus earlier in the season.
Oh, it's all good.
He has proven me wrong, and I will accept that I am wrong. This is what I said before. You can make amends at any point. You can change your mind. Soccer's beautiful. You can be wrong. You can be like me. I'm just like sometimes I'm right, most times I'm wrong. But it's cool because I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm wrong all the time. And then you can give us $20 and we'll be like, you're forgiven.
I think I even said when I did a whole soapbox about this that I understood the skepticism because it had taken him a long time to score. So it wasn't unwarranted, but I think if you're still holding on to that skepticism at this point, I just don't know what you need to what I do.
I got to bounce. We're
gonna take calls.
Daddy you need to do, but I wanted to say good job. Thank you for having me on.
Of course.
Thank you to all the people dropping super chats. I think that's awesome. And
sounderatheart.com.
Sounderatheart.com.
Sub to Sounder at Heart.
Listen to No Sadietes. It's going to be a heater, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah.
Later, Jo.
Jeremiah.
Thanks for tapping in.
All right. We got a new member. Nat, thank you so much for becoming
Thank you guys for all the love tonight. Thank you.
I'm gonna drop the call-in link, and we've got one.
Let's
more.
take some calls. Who wants it?
Who wants it?
Discourse.
Who wants it?
Who
and
wants
we've
some
got
discourse? This queue's
Matt
got
saying, you're telling me the Seattle Sounders were in the position they wouldn't get a red card?
Yeah, they would get a guy sent off for that.
They would definitely get a guy sent off for sure. For sure.
Odds they make it through the final without getting someone sent off.
Somehow I feel like it's higher in the final, but maybe
You would have thought it was pretty high tonight, but apparently not. We got Kenny.
I always felt like there was someone.
We got Kenny in the queue already. Let's get him in here.
Rip Kenny up there. I'm gonna try to pin this damn comment.
Oh yeah, we got the queue. The queue is already filling up.
All right. Rip it. I'm pinning.
Kenny, Leagues Cup final, hosting Inter Miami. How are you feeling, man? Talk to us. We can't hear you.
Oh no, he's muted.
He's muted. Unmute yourself. There you are. There you go.
Always do that. Sorry guys. Yeah, stuck on the Galaxy win. Osaze de Rosario.
Woo.
Oh man. And he was getting cooked in the group chat. He was getting cooked because he had a couple misses. And I told him, I said, he's gonna finish the next one, guys.
I had the same thought. Yeah, I had the same thought. Like when he missed the first breakaway, I was like, if he keeps doing this, he's gonna get one.
He's getting in spots, guys.
Yeah.
He's
so fucking athletic, guys. That fucking balance, the speed. There was a time Ferreira was dribbling from the left centrally, and Osaze made a fucking smashing run right through those center backs. And they can't put an arm out and slow him down. It opens so much space up. His athleticism is crazy, and his intelligence too. What a nepo baby, right? To be that big and strong.
That's my nepo baby.
That's our nepo nine.
Baby.
It's your nepo 9. Yeah, I saw you say that on Twitter. Yeah. He's so athletically. He's so like physically gifted, genetically gifted, and then he's so well trained. You can tell like he's got those secret like that fucking head dip, man. That's savvy 9s type stuff.
Yeah.
He looked like a running back during that goal, man. I mean, he was just bullying people.
I can't believe that play. I cannot believe that play. That is putting the goddamn team and the goddamn city on your back. Like
exactly.
Oh my God.
Give us the.
And then the Selly, and then he hit the Selly and he learned. Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that to get the yellow. So he's learned.
Yeah, he's learning,
bro.
He's not done growing yet. That's crazy. Yeah, we might got another one on our hands. That's a Will Bruin regen.
We got a Will Bruin regen in the pipeline.
Okay, I want to tap on Nuhu. I'll get out because I'm sure a bunch of people want to talk, but I want to tap on Nuhu real quick. I'm the Nuhu defender.
You are.
I'm the Nuhu defender. This was not he put it in the ref's hands. You know, it's a subjective thing.
Yeah.
It's a subjective thing. I've seen that waved off. Get up, Peck. You sold it. It
did
Peck.
get waved off, and then it VAR'd the red. It did get
woke nonsense.
I've seen that not called at all, but I've also seen that ruin guys' knees. Like Peck there has to like jump and dive, and he sells it a little bit, but he has to jump out of the way, or he could have been dismembered by our honey badger. The lion sleeps.
The lion. Let the lion
sleeps.
rest for the final because he's going to be back to cause more chaos. To come out of the cave. We love it.
Oh, new record, new Sounders record, new all-time Sounders record, most career red cards. Nuhu.
Let's go.
He does it in 60
history made on multiple fronts.
Six history, right?
Listen, I mean, they gotta have the team record too. They gotta have the team record. It's like 8 now. Is it 9? 8 or 9? It's a lot.
That's 9, I believe.
9. Let's see. Can you make it to double digits? There's a lot of games left. Let's go.
And he has 60 games to get 20 yellow cards to reach Ozzy on that front.
Okay. He can do it.
20 yellow. 20 more yellow. Start the countdown, baby.
Let's go.
Thanks,
All
Kenny.
right, great win, guys. We'll see you Sunday. Let's do a meetup or something, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll do a meetup.
Appreciate
All right,
you,
peace out, Kenny. Thanks for calling in. We
All
got
right,
a couple super chats real quick before we jump in there.
Supers.
Miami pod guest under the lights tomorrow? Question mark.
Oh man, I'll have to try and line that up. I haven't even thought about that.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
I wasn't about to line that up before they won this game.
That's fair enough. Also, jingle bells. And Patrick says tonight confirmed for once and for all that Leagues Cup is the most prestigious North American soccer cup, not a shameless cash grab.
Great tournament. I've been saying the whole time it's a phenomenal tournament, one of the most important trophies, not just for MLS or Liga MX teams, but globally. I think it's among the most respected silverware.
Correct. All right. And Wade, thank you so much for becoming a member for 3 months. Danny, are you ready to tap in?
He asked for a new Who Red emote.
Let's go.
Good idea.
Yeah, new Who Red emote. Okay, we'll cook up some more emotes eventually. But how are we doing? Danny, welcome to the show.
2-0. Going to the Leagues Cup final, hosting Messi and the Barca boys. How are you feeling? Talk to us.
Can you guys hear me? First of all,
yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2. Okay,
sound great.
I mean, everyone has sound problems, I guess. I just gotta throw it out there. So I'm gonna throw out PDLV's haircut was a contentious thing.
That changed the season. That changed his career.
So I grew my hair out for Pedro. You guys know, like this is what's happening back here.
It looks good.
It's flowing, yeah.
And then he cut it.
So if we win, are you going to shave it off?
I'm not going to shave it. I mean,
okay.
I'll cut it.
There's an exact like correlation between when he cut his hair and when he started playing like a demigod. Like that's all it took, I guess.
Is it like the opposite of Samson, right? Like,
yeah, he's opposite Samson.
Yeah, and I'm trying to steal the mustache game from Noah. So
yours is great too. We're competing here, but in the competition of being two lovely, flowing-haired, mustached fellas.
Also, there was a take. So I don't know if you guys remember Raul's goal against Atlanta at home.
Yes, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
That like Asazi's goal reminded me a lot of like the single effort that he went through. It was all him, and he was body into, but like Raul couldn't body the guys. Like Asazi was just like, get out of my way. Like
Raul's was like just class, technical ability, and like marvelous highlight moment. This Osaze goal was just like I was saying earlier, just like grit, force of will, determination. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Just like the force of will and the grit that Osaze showed in that goal, I'm about to do that by walking to the refrigerator and getting a beer because I saw you drink that and I said, I think I need that. So keep chatting. I am going to be doing the Day Row celebration all the way to the fridge and back.
All right. Danny, keep cooking. What else did you like about this game, this performance?
So one thing that struck me that listening to your show, 60 seconds or more for VAR, that's not a VAR. That's not obvious.
Yeah.
So he was there for at least like 2 minutes, I felt like.
I felt like the length of it was actually not as bad as it has been on these calls. Sometimes it was relatively quick. But in general, if you have to, I don't understand how it's still such a big issue. It's like, you got to like get this. Nothing makes me crash out more than when they're standing over there for 25 minutes. Like you have to stop. Like you can't just keep looking at it. This one, I didn't have as much an issue with that. Like I felt like they turned that around.
He did keep his leg high. That was a thing. Yeah. But he could have, like, I had this conversation with my dad after the game. Like he could have dropped the leg. Like even the follow through as he was clearing it. Like you can not, so that's. Oh, there we go.
Let's go. It's also just, that area of the field, like you're all the way by the sideline, like kind of closer to midfield than the penalty box. Like just like, okay, like another thing I wanted to say on this that I haven't said yet, and I know it's going to get overshadowed because of the red card. Man, who freaking owns Gabriel Peck? I wasn't going to say it because last year the Galaxy won the game. So it's like, what does it really matter? This last game where they won 4-0 a couple weeks ago, it wasn't even a contest. Nuhu had him totally controlled, and he was owning him so hard again that they swapped sides between Joey Paints and Gabriel Peck. Greg Vanny was like, Gabriel Peck can't do anything against this guy, so I have to switch the formation.
So Sments actually called it in the pregame or like the presser before the match, right? Or a day or two, right? Or whatever. I listened to it yesterday or today, where he was like, yeah, we're not worried about the wingers. We have Nuhu. Like I think he said like a line like that. He's like, he'll do, like, what are they going to do?
It just, it made it hurt even more though. Cause it's like, you don't even need to do that to that guy.
Yeah.
You own that guy. That guy cannot do anything against you. He's had 3 cracks at it now and he can't do anything against you. Just don't leave your feet like that.
So my last take is Osaze is technically our 3rd striker, right? On the depth chart, right?
Yeah.
So when is the last time we got this much production out of a 3rd string striker? So we talk about Will Bruin and the 2nd string striker. Have we even mentioned the 3rd string striker ever in the depth chart?
No, it's unbelievable. Like nobody gets a 3rd striker who's doing stuff like that. And no one has a 2nd striker who's doing what Moose is doing. The number 9s this year have been like, the number 9s this year have been have given elite production. Like,
yeah, it's actually shocking. Like what Moose has put up. I mean, I said it on the last show. I don't know how you keep him next year. Like that's just,
he does have an option. It turns out
he does have an option. Sure, absolutely. But like,
if I were him, I would be like, I'm not playing on that number.
Nah,
well,
they should definitely execute the option. But
you take the option, you sell him.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like the idea of selling high, but we don't need to. We don't.
That's
transfer discourse.
Yeah, we don't need to get into transfer discourse. But I'm sure there's other people. I'll just give my takes, guys. Nice seeing you.
Oh yeah, Danny.
Cheers, Danny.
Happening.
Cheers. All right. Who's up next? Rhombus.
We got Rhombus up next. Jordan after that. Parker after that.
All right. Bringing him on now. Rhombus. What's going on?
Rhombus, Leagues Cup final, hosting Messi and the Barca boys. What did you think? What did you think of this game?
Great. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing because I was in the middle of tifo painting while the game was going on. But those were kind of like 2 of the weirdest goals that I've seen in recent memory, right? Because like on the first one, there was the rebound off the keeper, and like everybody on LA just stopped. Like Yoshida just stopped on the play and just Rothrock like swoops in like a bald eagle, and like
Cuevas. I have no idea. I have no idea what Cuevas was doing. He was just standing there, and Rothrock was just like a heat-seeking missile. I don't think he thought that that Rothrock had that dog in him. I guess.
He swooped in and like just nabbed their lunch. Like what the heck was that play? Where like it was, that was crazy. They just all stopped. So thanks for the goal there. And then Osaze just bullying his way through that. Like, I don't know. Like, right. Rui Diaz, that brings up that, and Steve Zakawani had a couple of them where like he slashed through people, but like this was different because he just went wrecking ball, and that was a great time. On the new Who Red, the only thing that 2 things. One, I think that there should be a rule like if VAR can't be decided within 20 seconds,
there should be a clock. I agree.
It's not clear and obvious, So then the other thing is I just wish that Nuhu had saved that red for the next game.
Yeah, put that tackle in on Messi.
Exactly. End his career once and for all. Like
how awesome would it be to watch the entire like Messiverse extended universe melt down over a 2-footed flying tackle going into the leg of Leo Messi? That would have been like, I really feel like I wouldn't have even cared if we won that match. Just having that clip would have been just incredible.
No, you just do that in minute 5 and
get sent off. Yeah,
just see what happens.
Just see what happens. We got the depth, right? Do they?
Yeah, why
not? Anyways, that was actually really just about. I mean, I hope we get like 65,000 in the stadium. Oh, and then the other thing was Schmetzer. Did he say something like, I don't know if you guys in Southern California know this guy, Paulie Primetime.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he meant it like snarkily, but it kind of sounded
It was
like
so
that.
good.
Yeah.
It was
so
great.
I think the exact quote was like, I don't know if you all in Southern California get a chance to watch a lot of our games, but that's Paul Rothrock in a nutshell. Oh yeah, it was.
God, I
Yeah,
love
he was
Paul
cooking.
Rothrock.
He cooked that presser. Anyways, that's all. That's all I gotta say. Go
Hell yeah!
Senators.
Cheers.
Here's Rhombus. Thanks
Cheers,
for
Rhombus.
tapping
Thanks
in.
for putting in the shift on TIFOing, and we're all very excited. We're very excited to see it. We had
No
people
sweat.
in
It'll be
chat
great.
wanting you to leak it, but I said no. I'm saying no right now.
Yeah,
That's
No,
not
no,
allowed.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Exactly. We have morals and ethics here on the Lobbing Scorchers broadcast. Well, cheers,
Right.
Rhombus. We'll see you soon.
Yep. See ya.
And Jordan, you are up, my friend. You ready to go? Adding you to the stage. Welcome in. How we doing?
Fantastic. Nothing like going to another final. Always a good time. Listen, everyone's talking about the red card, and I get it. You know, high boot. That was not his studs at all. That was the back of his heel.
Mm.
So I would have understood more if it was studs in. The freeze frame is the worst thing VAR ever does. It's a freeze frame, and it's like, well, look at how bad this looks. And then the next frame is you realize it's at the back of a heel into a shin guard. It's like,
When it first happened, it didn't even enter my mind that it was like
when it first
knew who got
happened-
up and he was celebrating and stuff. Like
when it first happened, I just looked at this little Brazilian man crying on the ground, flopping like a fish out of water, and it's like, oh, he learned from Neymar. Look at him. This is what he did. And then you look at the replay, and he's like, it's high, but it's the back of his heel. So I'm thinking, it's not a red card. We'll be fine. And then they sit there, and it's a freeze frame, and then it's a wide shot angle for some reason. That was the one that threw me
When
off
I
the
saw the
most.
freeze frame, I knew we were chalked.
Yep.
I knew we were cooked.
Yeah, they're like, they walk up and they're like, hey, so look at where Nuhu pulls a gun out. This is
Yeah,
a red.
yeah.
This is right here. It's like, it's the back of his heel. So I'm thinking, this is it. We're fine. But they're like, oh no, that it shouldn't have been a red. I don't think so. Is it a horrible challenge? Yes. Should it have been a yellow? Probably. But to call that a straight red, I never. But
it's like when they freeze framed that, I can't remember, but have you seen the like, it's that optical illusion where it's the dude running away from a guy with a knife, but his foot looks like a knife is stabbing into a guy? I don't know if anyone in chat knows what I'm talking about. But
no,
it
was, he literally walked up and it's just a straight freeze frame of like a horrible, it's not clear. That's the worst part. It genuinely, the photo is full in motion. So it looks like Nuhu actually has like 2 sizes bigger of a foot because of the speed. They just like cut it out.
oh god, the red. I kind of forgot that he celebrated it.
Well,
he got up and he was like, hell yeah,
yeah,
what a tackle.
Because to him, he's like, won the ball, let's go.
Yeah,
thinking nothing of it. But it, this is the second time I'll defend Nuhu. I did defend him throwing the ball at the head, but
Wait, I found the meme. I found the meme. Chat, help me find the meme. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up on screen because this is exactly. I think you're gonna agree with me here. See, this is what the media is showing you. This is what VAR is showing
That's
you.
VAR 100%.
But this is really what's happening. Chat,
is
can we get
100%
this photoshopped with Nuhu involved in here?
Yeah,
that actually kind of cooks. Yeah,
put in the box. Just put that horrible freeze frame right there. 100%.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But no, besides that, like the 2 main takeaways I took from it was, and it hurts me to say as a Jesus Ferrer hater for the USMNT, he was cooking in a Sounders jersey. I'll take him cooking in the Sounders jersey. I would have loved to see Georgie come on later for Jesus against that back line, but Jesus Ferreira, like, running down the middle, winning the challenges, setting up Rosario for the first shot that he should have scored, but still, like, Jesus Ferreira looking really good.
He's a good 10. He's a really
He
good
is.
10.
I'm glad you brought
makes-
up the he is a much better like presser than I thought that they were getting when they traded for him. Like a lot of the situations where they're putting these teams under pressure and winning the ball in dangerous areas are because of the attackers pressing. Like, and he's one of the best at it.
I feel like it's the system too. Like, I'm not a sicko. I only watch the Sounders games. I was watching Dallas games, but I don't think Dallas is so much of a high press as Seattle is, where, your striker, your 10 is up there like ball hawk following everything throughout the field. And then De Rosario, watching the game, it's like, man, if you have that U22 striker, maybe he makes those chances, and then I immediately get shut up as he decides, what if I just like throw these guys around like sacks of potatoes? Like, we're talking about like, one guy who used to play for Southampton in Yoshida.
Yeah.
One guy the other guy, I believe he played for Villa, I think.
It's two guys who played in the Prem. Yeah.
And you're talking about a 24-year-old who doesn't get game time really. Just said, what if I just take you and I just
what if I just stiff armed you?
Like, the thing is like when he goes for the overhead flick, I'm just like, what is he doing here?
This guy think he's Raul Ruidiaz?
And then he's like, okay, I'll just like dribble everybody. I'll just dribble a couple grown men real quick and just absolutely destroy him. So I believe you take him and you just teach him how to finish. Like you drill in, you got the rest of the season, you got the off season, and you take that U22 spot and you put it somewhere else. Because
love it. I love this take.
Yep.
Because that's the
have
thing.
Have him just go train with his dad all off season. Literally.
It was just one of those where it's like, you can fix finishing. I know people will be like, no, you can't. You have to. No, you can fix finishing. You
can.
You can
it's getting in the spots that is hard.
There's a reason he's playing, because he has all of the natural ability. He just needs.
How tall is he? He's huge.
He's like 6'2".
I swear he's like 6'7", dude.
He's running from like 3/4 the length of the pitch, runs onto an open ball, and
like he's Jordan Morris or something. Like, where did that come from?
For his size, for his strength, you can't teach speed. Yeah, obviously, no matter what LA Galaxy, you can't feed strength like that. So if you just have him learn to finish, spend the off season, just Jordan Morris and his dad, and call up Raul, be like, hey, we'll just pay you just to teach this kid how to just finish. Like, just get guys around him who will teach him how to put the ball away. And he has a hat trick tonight. 100% has a hat trick tonight.
Absolutely.
So I think take that U22, give Obed Vargas like $100 billion. I don't care what you got to feed him. You'll make it back when you sell him. You got to keep him now, and then put the U22 somewhere else, when he leaves. But when J-Mo leaves, I feel like it's the same thing how we've got Steph and Andrew. It'll be when J-Mo leaves, De Rosario is going to have that time. And Andrew Thomas, let me tell you, during that penalty shootout, I said, if Andrew Thomas wins us this game, my first son, his middle name is Andrew. I can't give him the first name. The first name's already Declan, from Declan Rice.
Yeah.
So I sat there, and the first save, I was screaming my head off. And the second save, to go up there and go, it's fine, start packing up, game's over.
Yeah, game's over. Okay. This is mine.
And then the best part is him just standing there looking at, first of all, the home crowd, which was the best part. Like, guys, come on. This is what I do. So
Middle name Andrew for Andrew Thomas. I'm gonna tell him that, by the way, next time I see him. I'm gonna tell him.
No, legit. I wrote it down. I'm like, boom, there it is, Declan Andrew. There's my kid's name right there.
That's a good name too.
It's gonna be a great name.
Project Declan Andrew coming soon. We're gonna see him
Dual
as the
midfielder goalkeeper. There you go.
There we
Dual
go.
midfielder goalkeeper.
Sweeper keeper.
So
we love it.
Yeah. Can't
All
wait
right,
for
Jordan,
can't
we
wait for
got
Messi
tons
to
of
get
people in the
dunked on.
queue. Do you want to give your final takes? Give us a little goodbye, and we'll get it cooking, get it moving.
D-Row brace and Pedro hat trick 5-0.
Let's go.
Love it. All right,
Have a good
Jordan.
night,
Thanks
guys.
so much
Thanks for
calling
tapping in, Jordan.
All right. Next up, we've got the one and only Parker. Parker, are you ready? I see the thumbs. Welcome back to the
Parker.
stream.
Parker.
Rally cap?
What up, dude?
What's up?
We got the W.
W's in the chat, boys.
Okay, first off, I think the whole thing with the Nuhu, I know we're beating a dead horse here.
No, it was one of the big things in the game. It was big.
He did not lead with cleats. He did this weird, like, if you pause the freeze frame, just like they did with the heel to shin, he was literally upright, and then all of a sudden he's sideways. Like, there's no meeting
can go vertical is like, it's like light speed.
He's just using 90% of his brain. We're all using 10%. He just understands physics differently. Like,
Physics
that's
don't
not
abide by
us.
Nuhu.
That's not on him. Yep.
Incredible.
That's my take there. I am so impressed with our team. I'm stoked out of my mind. What other team in history allows this type of dynamicism from their center backs? We had Jackson Reagan dribbling in from the left side.
That was so sick.
Like into the center of the box.
No, you know who does shit?
He was playing like he was a 10, dude. He was like, I'm actually Leo Messi right now.
Jackson was cooking, maybe a little too hard there, but he was cooking. No, you know who does shit like that is Wilfred Nancy with the Crew. They're known for doing shit like that. But like they have these center backs that it's like makes more sense. Like Jackson Reagan lumbering in from the wing was pretty funny.
He's here to have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of Messi, we're not scared of him. We're putting our second string keeper in.
Yeah.
Screw you, Messi.
We're putting our second string keeper, third string striker. Who cares?
Yeah.
If Messi loses to the Seattle Sounders rotated XI, like the fact that it will literally be the backup number 10, the third string number 9, the backup goalkeeper.
We only have one DP on the field, and they have.
It's going to be the backup left back as well, famously.
Backup left back, yeah. Not if, but when he gets pocketed by Reed Baker Whiting, I'm just going to say it. He better voluntarily take his jersey off, fold it up, sign it, say, "You own me," quote, heart Messi, and hand deliver it to RBW, because I mean, there's no way that he's getting past that kid. No way.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'll take the jersey. I wouldn't mind if I had a Messi jersey.
I'm so excited to see Christian and Neymar go against Messi.
Oh my God. Dude, Christian's gonna put a boot in his ass.
Christian lives for shit like this. He doesn't live for like scoring goals. He lives for like this, like going up against Messi in a final.
The only Sounder that I wish I could have seen go up against Messi in this game is Ozzy Alonso, truthfully, because that is the only other player in my mind that I could think would bully him to the brink. Like, but he's gonna get.
What if we see Messi snap? What if he like
honestly,
crashes out?
That's possible. Like, I do think that's possible, because this is a team where like they'll push your buttons. You saw the Galaxy tonight; they were crashing out a little bit.
Gabriel Peck, he was crashing out before Nuhu slid tackled him a little bit and got a red card.
Yes. Could we see a Leo Messi crash out? That's truly the question.
I can't wait.
The Barca boys do like Suarez is like one of the preeminent crash outers in the history of the sport.
Correct.
Like he was crashing out against Orlando too. Like he's gonna Suarez crashing out is like a given. Messi, I don't know. Like but
Jackson Reagan, please hide your ears. Okay. Hide your limbs, hide your fingers. He will bite you. He's been known to do this.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it could get scary out there.
You never know.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I had already decided I had consigned like, okay, this will be. I was actually, honestly, I was more nervous about us playing Orlando in the final than Miami.
Kind of same, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was literally until like the 78th minute, and then all that weird shenanigans happened, and I mean, knock on wood, but it's going to be a good game. There's no way we score less than 3 goals. There's no way we score less than 3 goals. It's just not happening.
Knocking on wood.
Like, yeah. That's the Inter Miami. They can't really defend.
They don't.
They can't.
Yeah, they have.
And this team is playing better offense than pretty much anyone else in the league right now. So there are going to be chances. There are going to be chances.
Right, but their goal differential is poo-poo.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's, I mean, it's plus 14, but they have given up 40 goals.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Compared, okay, so they've scored 54 goals on the season so far.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy that they still have 14, that their goal differential isn't higher.
Yeah. If they had ever addressed the back line at all, ever one time, including their functionally elderly and should be put in a home goalkeeper who I don't quite understand how he is starting and why they do the straight calendar. That's going to be awesome because I hate that guy. Ustari, bum.
He's not good. He's not good.
He is not good. I'm so excited for the Sounders to put like 3 or 4 past him.
Like I'm kind of licking my chops at this game.
Yes.
100%. 100%. It's going to be, we're going to reverse crash out.
Yeah. Will I be the most nervous of all time before the kickoff and during the match? Certainly. That said, right now, feeling pretty good.
It's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. You guys are great. Thanks for having me on.
We love you, Parker. Thank you so much for calling.
Appreciate you, man.
See you soon, man. DJ, you got your mic and your camera off.
We got DJ up next. We got Peter after that. Matt after that.
DJ, you ready?
Let's get DJ in here.
How y'all doing? First and foremost.
Oh, with the home team kit
the
too.
Home team. Longtime supporter of SAH.
Yeah.
And subscriber. And first time calling in. First and foremost,
Appreciate you.
This is my team. Well, this is our team, but they really showed out today, and I'm just so proud of them. I'm also a guest faculty at the University of Washington, and I told my students just how much this team means to me. And we always start off with a moment of zen, and my moment of zen is always talking about the most recent Sounders game. So I'm just, again, really happy to see them perform the way they did. I only have a few points. I think the new Who's stuff, everyone already said my points, but I want to move on to our younger players, right? So Osaze, Kalani, they are performing at an MLS level like right now, but it really comes down to the finishing, right? So I think Osaze had two or three different opportunities to just put it in the back of the net. And for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. I asked a question in the chat like maybe an hour ago. Is that just experience or is it talent? Is that something that we can really change, or is it just, over time he'll just get more comfortable with being, one-on-one with the goalie? Because it truly was just him and the goalie. And I was trying to figure out why did you anyway.
I mean, I can take that first just quickly. Like for me, you see Jordan Morris miss some of those sometimes. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
and that guy has been doing it day in and day out for years, right? Like finishing absolutely can be trained. He has the instinct and the physical traits and the ability and like is so smart. Like if you watch him play, he is such a smart striker.
Yeah.
Like the way that he plays, I love it. And
oh God, it was so good in this game.
Yes. Yeah. And for me, it's like if you're getting in those positions, Not that I'm a numbers guy, famously, but the numbers are in your favor, right? Like you're gonna score one of those eventually. And for me, I don't really freak out too much about those 2 misses. When you score what is effectively a 1,000 times harder goal by flicking the ball up over your head and just making a
his
play.
stock went up.
Yeah,
his stock is way up right now.
Yeah,
I also think that that's something that can be developed and improved on, and it's like Matt Doyle's written about this a couple times, and he's has said that Osaze is like an example of the type of striker that he looks at, where it's like if you're getting in the right spots and you're getting really high percentage chances, he trusts that eventually they will go in. And I think I agree with that. Like that, if he keeps putting himself in those spots as often as he did tonight, those goals will come. He has everything else. Like he has everything.
Perfect.
And that's stuff like you can't train. Like you can't. The stuff he has, you can't train that. That's like
that's
instinct.
Like
instinct.
And that's growing up with one of the best goal scorers in MLS history as your dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I also think just us playing in the Club World Cup really helped, right, in terms of just playing under pressure. But I want to switch gears and talk about Pedro de la Vega.
Please.
I know there are so many people that were like, we need to sell this guy. He reigns supreme today. I think he's shown that the left side, that position is his. It took a while to get there, right? But you see it now where he is just dominating on the field, just dribbling through people. And when you couple that with the Needler TM, I'm going to copyright that with Jesus Ferreira and his amazing passes. You just have a dominant, attacking group, right? From Paul on one side, Pedro de la Vega on the other, and all of our, subs as well that can come in and just perform, including, our younger guys like Schneider for now. Yeah, just wanted your thoughts on that. Has he also beat those allegations that he should not be a DP? And should we be paying him more money? Or let me not say more money, but I think we should be keeping him. We shouldn't even try to sell him. I think if we do sell him for whatever reason, we're not going to get as far as we can with him on the team. And now that he's getting consistent minutes, no, I think you were the one that mentioned this, right? He just needs time, right? He needs minutes on the field so he can get into the rhythm of playing. And now that he has, you just see a completely different player.
Yeah, it's probably Nico. I've famously been a Pedro doubter, but I'm going to take credit for that either way.
I am ready to say that he's beat the allegations. Like I know it's still, even with this game, like technically a small sample size, the type of like ceiling and that we're seeing, and like with this game tonight, how dominant he was. It is not even remotely a question in my mind at this point, the quality and the talent that this guy has. It was just a matter of putting it all together. And he right now, I mean, he looks like it's funny to say this because they're about to play a team with Messi on it, but like in all the games with him in this form, like leading up to this game right now, I feel like the Sounders have the best individual player on the field every time they go into a game.
Absolutely.
And I love the way that he's been able to adapt his game once he's got on the left. Like, I think he's become more of a dog. He's become more of that Sounders, Brian Schmetzer core player. And, I've been skeptical, and I think that I'm a little skeptical, but what you can't deny is he's aging like fine wine. All right.
Yeah.
He is aging like fine wine. And I saw a take on Blue Sky earlier today that Pedro de la Vega could have an MVP year next year if he continues on the growth trajectory that he did, jumping from what he was when he had his injury-prone year to now, to if he can leverage this into next season. Oh my God, the kid could go to any team in the world. I mean,
what he looks like is, there's been a big talking point the last couple of years of like, oh, all these teams have these guys like Evander, like Haney Mukhtar, like Lucho Acosta. Why doesn't Seattle have a dude like that? We have Albert Rusnak, like what? Which we tend to think around here that Albert Rusnak belongs in that discussion more than he gets credit for. De La Vega looks like that type of player, which
Mhm.
is those are everyone I just named. Those are game changers and match winners every single week. Every time they take the field, he looks like that type of player.
Mhm. I agree. Just give it 1 year. He's going to beat that record. I'm calling it now. If he's let me actually do a wager. If he scores more than or if he beats the record, I'll get a tattoo
All
on
right.
my body. Don't know where,
Hey,
but I'll get a tattoo to tribute him, and might
we
just be
love
his
tattoo
jersey
bets
number
on
or
this
something.
stream.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna
I'll
say we
do
got to
it.
have more tattoo bets than any other
We've
show.
got 2 tattoo bets on this stream now.
So yeah,
I
and I'll
love
stay
it.
true to my word. So yeah, that's all I had, guys. Thank you so much. My wife is telling me to get off. So
You're good. Thank you,
go
DJ.
Sounders.
We
Yeah,
love. Thank
thanks
you
for
for
calling in,
in.
DJ.
Call
Appreciate
back
you.
in
Thank you.
anytime. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Bye.
See ya. All right, Peter. Hey, Peter, you
Got
ready?
Peter up next, Nat after that, and then no one else in the queue. We'll probably hang for 2 hours. So if anyone else wants to tap in,
Peter,
go
give us a
ahead.
thumbs up if you're ready to go. Sick. Welcome to the show, Peter. How
Peter,
we doing?
Leagues Cup final. Leagues Cup
Yeah,
final.
amazing.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited because they billed us for the tickets like before this game, so we got billed $50 to see
Let's
Messi.
go. They can't scam you this time, baby.
Well, there's no way to sell those third place tickets against Orlando. That's you're taking a bath. But I think my section's going for like 400 already. So
God damn.
feeling good. Feeling good. Really excited that the team's back in a final. It just feels like this is where we should be, and it's been too long. And I think maybe starting with a hotter and like high level take, like I think Brian Schmetzer, if MLS was covered more mainstream like as a sport in America, is he not like the best story in American sports? Like he played for the team out of high school in NASL, takes over mid-season, wins a championship, goes on this incredible run, and now it's ending with like he's coaching in his home city against the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
Like coaching wise, like that is insane.
This
No,
is
it's
a crescendo moment.
It's such a
Yeah,
it's such a good point. Like, and he already has all these accomplishments and accolades and championships, and it would get more. I think like you said, it would get more play and more attention because it's very unique. Like you don't really see stuff like this
You
anywhere.
don't see the player go on to coach his own team and especially have this much success. Like usually it goes really badly. Like when it's like, oh, this guy, like he can be the GM, he can coach.
Like Scott Frost.
Michael Jordan can own a team, right? It's good. Yeah, so I think that's awesome. I do think if they win, maybe he'll get a day or two of Sports Center or something, and that would be well deserved for him. Also, I think it's pretty wild we're going into a final with 2 guys suspended for red cards.
It's
kinda
tight.
perfect.
Yeah. It's sick. It's
That's
appropriate.
what, and they have like 9 illegal DPs on their roster.
Correct.
It's just like straight up like Ultimate Team, like, oh, open another pack. Here's fucking Rich.
Yeah.
So sick. We're like Snyder Brunell. He's not even actually related to Mark Brunell.
He's not.
He's not even his uncle. It's just he's good though. He's good. Even the lineup graphic is like Suarez and Messi, and then it's Christian Roll. It's like our 2 center mids are on the graphic, and they're amazing. Like they're the best pairing in the league. But it's like a guy who's in the MLS draft and like a kid from Alaska, and they've turned out to be these amazing players. But like the underdog potential here is unbelievable. So it's really exciting.
It is truly everyone in MLS will be rooting for the Sounders though on Sunday.
which is that's unfamiliar territory. Usually when the Sounders are going into a final, everyone's like against them.
Well, the Portland fans will be like getting their bootleg pink Messi jerseys on. Everyone else,
they probably already own them.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. The whole goddamn league is going to be rooting for Seattle.
Yeah, and then they're going to be so mad if we win. So mad.
Yeah.
So mad because it's going to be a grind. I mean, we have to score 2, right? Like Messi is either going to get a sus penalty or just like dribble through our entire team once. That's likely.
Yeah.
But like that was the problem last year is you were like, we can only win 1-0. Like our expected goals for every game was 0 or 1. Like that's it. We couldn't like get the second goal ever. And I think even with all the guys we're missing, this team just looks so confident on the ball. Like they win the ball back and then they're like, let's try to score. Let's try to score. Then if they need to possess the ball for 5 minutes straight, they can do that. And That would be a lot harder probably against Miami. I mean, they're obviously super talented, but it's just a different energy. We haven't had that combination of like elite defense and like everyone feels like they can cook. It's not like two guys. Everyone feels that. And Pedro is now like, it's percolating a little bit. I'm walking some things back. I'm reevaluating some things that I said, you know.
That's the best possible situation though. Like
Yeah.
I think people are like, everyone's in my position, you know, and maybe your position as well. It's like I'm walking some things back, but also I'm not upset at all.
No,
like,
it's
to
the
be
best.
proven wrong about your own team and about your own player. Is that not the most beautifully wonderful thing ever to exist?
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I'll just one thing on Nuhu real quick because everyone touched on it, but like
Yeah.
my guy just loves to leave his feet like that. Like, and he does it all the time and it works. Like he's never done it and gotten a red card, I don't think. Like he'll block across, like he's hit the ropes and he's doing a drop kick in like WrestleMania. Like he's flying. I don't even know how he gets his body like that, but
Sporting Kansas City, we are accepting offers.
Yeah, I mean, we could sell them for a lot of gam over there. Probably they'd love
Exactly.
it. Yeah, so that was tough though, because him versus Messi would have been generational, dude. Like no matter what happened, we would have seen some amazing scenes.
The ghost of Nuhu will be pocketing Leo Messi and Mo Salah at the same time.
Yeah, and then they have to play him again in a couple weeks. So like you thought you were safe. You thought you won the fake gimmick Apple TV tournament, maybe. But look who's back.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited too to find out if Leagues Cup is like a real tournament, because once the Sounders win it, that's how you know. So like US Open Cup confirmed, Champions League, obviously MLS Cup, Supporter Shield, that's obvious, but we're gonna find out if it's a gimmick or not if we win it. So.
Yeah, it's good to be able to be the like litmus test for if something is a cash grab or not. Like the World Cup, famously cash grab, but also fun. So
really
like,
good
whatever.
training exercise for the guys.
Yeah, good training exercise. You know, CCC, formerly a cash grab, not anymore. Now it is fully an important tournament. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Peter, what else? What else? Osaze? You want to hit the Osaze takes? That's the other big.
I think it's so nice to just be gigantic. Like he's not an unskilled guy. He's not like a, with all due respect, like Nate Jaqua or whatever from back in the day, where it's just like a tight end. But like he just got into good positions and they couldn't stop him, and he bricked a couple. But you know that's probably why he hasn't broken in yet. Maybe the finishing's not quite like MLS level yet, but. The way he ran through those CBs at the end, it was like, that was so rude. That was amazing.
He scores that on Ustari, though. I'm telling you that right now. Ustari
looks like so dehydrated out there.
He's really not good. Like the Sounders are about to play. They're about to play Leo Messi. They're also, I think they're about to play. Is he the worst goalkeeper in the league right now? Like,
gotta be.
He's actively bad, dude.
Like, gotta be.
Yeah, we got.
Like, I don't even say that to hate. It's just like he's not good. Every time I watch one of their games, he's like doing something really bad.
Yeah, like he's not going to keep a clean sheet, right? So that's
no way. This could come back to bite us, but I really don't think so.
Yeah, clip that. But yeah, whatever. I mean, if he does, it's because it was a scam and we were cheated.
Exactly.
It's fake cash grab tournament.
Very sad.
Fake cash
grab. Sad what they've done to our beautiful Leagues Cup. It was a real tournament. No more.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm interested to see the ticket sales too. It seems like they're opening new sections and those are disappearing. So it's short notice, holiday weekend, but I think like it's got to be at least like a PSG level crowd. I think like 50K. And man, when that stadium's full, it's different. You forget, even for the Club World Cup games, like PSG, us just trying to score one goal, like the roof would have blown off of that place if Morris scored.
It low-key kind of did when the 2 minutes between when Albert Rusnak scored against Atletico Madrid and when Atletico Madrid absolutely bammed their third goal. Those 2 minutes were absolutely electric. Like I will never forget it.
Yeah, so I think, and then it's like, can we get some monster trucks in there between now and?
Yeah.
I'm worried the turf is too good. Is there a Seahawks game on Friday or something? Can we get a concert? Metallica come by?
We need pre this match. We're gonna need a concert, Seahawks lines, golfing,
car show,
and
Arvin's.
and
We
monster
need
truck
like you guys,
motocross too.
we need the Last of Us like scene set up where it's like the military base inside of the. That's not really a spoiler, so whatever.
No, it's
that's
cool.
what we need.
If
We
you
need it to
played the
look like
games-
that. Yeah, they've been out
Exactly.
for-
All right, Peter. We got 2 more in the queue, and we're getting down here on time, so I'm gonna
All
cut
right.
you off. I'm sorry, but
Appreciate it, y'all.
we appreciate
Thanks
chatting.
for tapping in, man. Appreciate you.
And we'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon. All right, Nat, are you ready to come on the show? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready.
We got the thumb. He's giving the thumbs up.
Okay, there we go. Welcome on, Nat.
Nat,
How you doing?
What's up? Leagues Cup final. Inter Miami, Messi and the Barca boys. How are you feeling?
In front of the last time, I felt tears rolling down my face.
He's got the
and
background.
happiness.
He's got the background.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that it actually sells out, and that it's an atmosphere that's like that 2019 game, because that game was just electric, and like it felt different. I wasn't at the CONCACAF Champions Cup final, but like that seemed the same. It's got to feel like that. And it's huge that we're playing. I mean, just like the fact it's at home, like I feel so much better about this than if it was in Miami.
Oh my God.
I couldn't even imagine traveling to Miami to play this final. That's like actually my nightmare, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, like, especially with the refereeing, like that was the only way that Inter Miami was going to get back into the game, is by getting some call.
You got to bank
Like-
one. You got to bank one penalty and probably one crazy Messi Golazo in.
Yeah.
But I think Seattle can score more than 2. So
And like Orlando had chances in the game where they could have put it away.
They
before
should have won that.
because, Yeah, because there was a chance where the Orlando player was 1-on-1 starting at midfield, and he put it wide in the end. That was like in the
yes,
first
and
10 minutes of
Gulo.
the game.
Oh my God, how did he miss that?
Like anytime that it's tight, it's like Messi can do something amazing. So like it's going to be interesting if it gets. I mean, I think like their defense is bad. You guys have said that, but if it's close at the end, it's crazy that this would go straight to penalties again.
No, extra
where,
time. There's
like,
extra
yeah.
time. There's extra time.
Oh, there is in the final?
Yes.
I don't think really there is. I don't.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
I'm almost positive that everything up to the final is straight to pennies, and then the final there's extra time. I could be wrong, but I don't think.
That's why. I mean, I hope it's that. It should be that. Like, we don't want this to be decided on penalties.
No,
that would be
100%.
terrible. I was thinking about when people were talking, like what it must be like for like Paul Rothrock and Jackson Reagan, who like go back into like the 2014 World Cup, like with everything that happened with Luis Suarez. They're seeing that when they're like growing up, and
Yeah.
now they're like, we're gonna play against that guy
Yeah.
in our home. It's like that's insane.
I
That's such
feel
a good point, yeah.
more excited for Danny Leva. Danny Leva, I could be wrong, but I think he's a Ronaldo head. So if he can get on the field and torch Messi, how good does that feel as like a Ronaldo like guy to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, you're a bum.
Yeah, and I totally agree about Christian Rodon going up against Messi. I'm very excited for that.
I can't wait. That's the matchup
He's
of the
gonna
game.
be-
Messi
yeah.
does not know what's coming. Like,
I hope that Messi recognizes this and that he gets the jersey after this. Like that's gonna be fun.
I wonder who's
mean,
gonna get it. Yeah.
Apparently he wears multiple. He has like 5 jerseys. So he like wears 2 during the match. He'll change at halftime and then has like extras that are like assigned to him that he gives out to other
Like
players.
4 giveaway. Okay. I wonder who's gonna. Then you got to be the guy who gets the like one right.
The real
after
one.
the
Yeah.
real one.
Yeah.
You know they're gonna be fighting over that, and I'm fine with that. Some people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't like do that to your." Fuck that. It's messy. Like
It's messy.
Go
bro.
get that jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
no,
pitch invaders? That's the real question. How many pitch invaders are we going to
There's
get?
usually at
Wimbledon?
least a couple at his games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting to see like how much more security there is at this game. Like just like getting in, or just like how many people are on the field. It's not usually very. There's some security on the field, but you don't really see many of them. I mean, like still, the one person who ran on the field,
Popcorn guy.
that was still crazy.
It's
Yeah,
a
popcorn guy.
it's a different like type of scene when he comes to town. I told this story on like the third ever episode of Lobbing Scorchers, but I went out to Argentina training when they trained at Starfire when they were here for the Copa a few years
2016?
ago. Yeah, and I've like just never seen a scene like that. Like hundreds and hundreds of people like running after the Argentina bus, people trying to climb over the fences at Starfire. People were crying. There was cops like grabbing people and throwing them off the fence. And it like he has a different type of presence than not just any athlete I've ever seen, but like any person that I've seen. It's wild.
Yeah. I wanted to say about Ozaze and his energy. It's reminding me of the 2014 Chad Barrett era, because like he was like our third striker in this time when like we had those times where Obafemi Martins were he was done, and we didn't have Dempsey for the World Cup, and like Chad Barrett stepped up. I guess Kenny Cooper, we had him as well. Both of those guys stepped up, and Elzaze kind of feels the same energy. And I love that we always have so many of these like number 3 guys who step up, and it's so fun to see him succeed. He just seems like such a nice dude. Like every time we see him on the field, which makes me happy.
I was wrong. It does go straight to penalties. My bad, chat.
This guy,
yeah,
working for the league.
I was disseminating misinformation.
Didn't even get it right.
I don't know why I thought that. I was positive on that. It should. That's how it should be. To be fair, that is how it should be.
I mean, if it's like that the entire tournament, then they shouldn't really change it.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'll split the difference. I hate it all. I think that they should. It should end in a tie, and they should both get participation trophies. Nat, we've got one more in the queue, and I think me and Ari are both a little tired here. So give us your final takes here, and we're gonna hit our last caller.
I think I'm good. Excited for the match on Sunday. Should be a good one. Yeah, go Sounders.
Hell yeah! Thanks for calling in, and hopefully
Thanks,
we'll see
Nat.
you there.
Cool.
Thanks, Nat. All right, Hunch
bringing us home. That feels right.
That feels
right.
about right. I have to pee. Ari, you pop the call in, and then I'll come back, and we'll close it out here.
Hunch, you're bringing us home. No one else tap into the queue because
we're done.
We're getting out of here after this.
I'm unpinning.
Yep.
Hunch, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Noah's going to the bathroom. What's up, man? Leagues Cup final, Inter Miami, Messi, and the Barca boys coming to Seattle. 2-0 over the Galaxy. Osaze, Beaston, Nuhu, red card. Where do you want to start, Hunch?
So you guys have talked about people who have, potentially long-term impacts or just long-term, not necessarily fandom, but appreciation just of the caliber of the game that they're about to play against the people that they're familiar with as they grew up. There's somebody you haven't mentioned that I think was more recently slighted and might have the biggest agenda, and that's Vargas.
Oh, say more.
Because he went to the MLS All-Star game, and who didn't show up and play next to him?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, okay, fine, we're going to do this battle. You're too big for our team. You're too big to come out here with the rest of us. You're too big to be one of our players. Okay, I got something for you.
I love that.
Yeah. So
they're going to take that Leagues Cup from you. You're not getting 2 of them.
Right. They're right. He may have something to say about it. So, and I've seen him play motivated. So who knows? Who knows? That could be there. As far as the red cards go, well, one, now Nuhu in 3 separate tournaments has done something to effectively have himself pulled from the field. Well, not tournaments, leagues. MLS regular season, Leagues Cup, and then if you want to talk about the yellow that potentially cost the Botafogo match to cause him to get benched. Like, man, it's like he's a liability. He may have more missed games than people with injuries on our team at this point. I mean, he might.
It is true. I feel for him a little more on this one. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is a BS call. This is 100%. He was clearing the ball. The player happened to be there. He didn't go in with force. Yeah, it shouldn't have been up, and he shouldn't have locked his leg. But he does that kind of kick out all the time. That's not an excuse. But
and
to call that a red,
if you slow down a bang bang play like that,
yeah,
sometimes you're going to see what what you want to see.
Yes, and everything in slow motion looks way worse. I mean, you could that translates across sports, and not to mention the AR was right there, didn't even signal a foul, let alone something egregious. Like, how many things need to not happen before the guy upstairs says no, and then even then it's like we have to talk you into it, convince you. It just nonsense.
How do you feel about Rodrigo DePaul having to scout the Sounders yet again? Do you think he's fearful?
I love that. I love the fact that the karma gods have aligned, and instead of once Messi has been on their team, we get a home and away series with Miami. It's just Seattle can just go there and play. Miami's not coming here. Oh, you want to bet? You want to bet? Well, okay, Miami will go there, but Messi's not going to play. Okay, you don't want him in a championship? Go for it. Like it's like the universe colluded to force him. And I say that maybe he is still too big for it all and doesn't play. I doubt that, but that's still funny to me. Like that wasn't going to happen. At least, I mean, there's no notion of a schedule for next year, right? There's no guarantee that Miami would come out here next year.
No, it would be really sick if he was like, I can't play on turf and I'm going to take this one off.
Well, like if they do schedule next year, that's what's going to happen between the travel distance and the turf.
If this was like a rando regular season game, 0.0 negative 1,000% chance he even gets on the plane.
Exactly.
Let alone sets 1 foot on that turf. And guess what? It's a final. So you fucking have to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. There's no time to whine about it. 4 different players.
No show.
Yeah, that. So you missed what I said, Noah. I presume you missed what I said in the very first thing about who has the biggest agenda going into Sunday from the Sounders. Did you hear me?
I didn't. I missed it.
So if you had a guess, because if somebody, we talked about players who have grown up idolizing some of these other ones and had an impact. There's somebody you didn't name, and I already told Ari, but I'm just curious. That somebody you didn't name that has a bigger agenda.
I mean, it's got to be Pepo, right?
Nope. Vargas.
Oh yeah, Obed.
Because he showed up to All-Star game, and who didn't?
That's true.
It's like, okay, fine.
Punch is cooking.
Punch is cooking. I'm just saying. That first goal, 4 different players like taking shots or at least putting the pressure on before Pedro cleans it up. But that is the relentlessness we have seen from the entire team over the last 4 or 5 matches across all comps, and it's literally taking their game as a team to another level. And that's what we've been missing. Not playing defense, but playing aggressive defense that turns into aggressive offense because it's forcing turnovers in terrible, terrible places for the other team. So fantastic. And you know what? I'm going full red card now. This is Hulk. You wouldn't like to see me with a red. That's the way this team plays. Give us a red card, fine. They still almost scored twice. Give us a red card. We are playing into it. If we're playing so hard that we're getting a red card, that's bad news for you, A. And B, we'll play with 10 and we'll still beat you. No goals allowed. No goals allowed after the red. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, this team...
That's statistics.
It's kind of the bit. It's kind of the bit. Like they who crashed out and got the red in Kansas City, and they still won the game. Moose crashed out and got the red in the last game, and they still ended up winning that game. Who got another red in this game. They still won this game. It doesn't even matter. We'll play you with 10 from the beginning.
Right.
Don't do that.
It reminds me of that Fight Club quote. It was like, people, we started at first, they were made out of cookie dough. After a few weeks, they were carved out of wood. It's exactly how this team was going about it. Like, if you want to knock us down, fine. We'll play with 10. We'll still beat the brakes off you.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't get me started on Osaze, because I was so glad that he got called up, and I still think the best clearly is yet to come with a full training off season. but he clearly has the chops. He doesn't have fear. He obviously needs a little bit of settling, but I mean, if he's intimidating their back lines like that, wait until he starts connecting with people, like has a relationship with like either a 10 or a winger or whomever, whether it be crosses into him or dinks and dunks in 1-2s or in through ball. I mean, forget about it. Forget about it. And then if you've got him for some reason and Moose in the same game with 2 header options, I mean, it's just going to get gross. It's going to get filthy.
I'm just I'm picturing Inter Miami coming into the facility tomorrow. Messi and the Barca boys getting in the film room, like, all right, Seattle Sounders Leagues Cup final. Let's see what do we got here. They click it on. All right, Osaze. What? Okay, who's this guy?
Wait, doesn't this guy's dad do something?
Wait. They're like, wait, he's probably. I've never heard of him. He's probably. And then Mascherano plays the clip of him just absolutely bullying and beasting
Suarez goes
Galaxy.
I'm not doing that.
Suarez is gonna be like, oh man.
I'm biting that guy.
I might bite that
I'm
guy.
biting that guy.
Ridiculous. I mean, I think we're probably not in a better position not having Nuhu going into Sunday, but I'm not worried. And if anything, maybe they have less of a.
Your chances at finishing the match with all 11 guys on the field do increase with this. It does objectively increase. You do lose a key defensive presence, but you know it's a give and take. It's kind of weird, like we were kind of talking about it with Jo earlier. Absences just don't really get to me the same way they usually do right now, and I think that's one of the the belief that is permeating with this team right now. Of like, it doesn't matter what the injuries are, it doesn't matter who's playing. Like we have this like just kind of air of inevitability that we're gonna get it done. Like. That is like a real thing. I think that's going on right now.
Not to mention they're gonna have less tape on RBW.
Mm-hmm.
They have boatloads on Nuhu. It's really up in the air. I just looking at the weather. It looks like 25% chance of rain. And
if it rains, Miami's chalked.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Imagine how
these guys are not cut out for a cross-country flight playing in the rain on the Lumen turf.
Can you imagine a De Rosario game winner takes his shirt off, gets a red card in the 90+8, and just the whole stadium roaring, rain pouring down? I mean, that's cinema.
And that if the win gets us through to the round of 16 auto, like in CCC?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You get bumped up.
Can we we've barely talked about it at all tonight, but the fact that they are already clinched with CCC, I'm so happy about that. Like that is
I am too, but I think that let's say they do win it, and I would like them to win it just because trophy in the trophy case. And yeah, sure, getting a bye is nice, but that's one of those things where, like, if you're not playing your way through the group stage, just presuming there's even one if they haven't changed the tournament, might be a mixed blessing. It may be better to like
that they're in the tournament, like it's decided.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm just saying, like, getting the bye may not be the best thing, but so I don't. If that goes by the wayside, that doesn't bug me, but I still would want to win the game, win the tournament, get the trophy. So. Yeah, God, who knows what that lineup's going to look like. I thought Jesus did great. I'm still big on him. I've been saying that since the beginning of the year. Osaze, I'm really not going to evaluate him until next year. And so everything here is just, golden in terms of like whatever he does is a bonus. Pedro's obviously continuing to develop. And then Andrew Ice-T getting it done.
Ice-T.
Ice-T, I like that.
We have to come up with a new nickname. So
I tried Iceman because he looks like Val Kilmer from Top Gun. You want to short it to Ice-T? I think that could work.
I like Ice-T. I don't mind Ice-T.
Ice-T kind of we have a lot to workshop. We've got the Shake and Quake. We got Ice-T. I got a lot to ponder this evening.
Yeah.
But that goal by Osaze was still just.
Can we bask in that goal one more time? That was one of the best. I mean, it was easily one of the best goals of the season. But like that, to me, that could be like an iconic moment. Like, just the extent to which he beasted those guys. Get off me! What are you even trying to do right now?
So
you're not stopping me. You're not.
Weird twist of fate. Moose doesn't get that red. That goal doesn't happen.
I hadn't thought of it through that lens. Yeah, good point.
But I mean, if you want to go this far, and I haven't gone back to figure it out, we talk about like, the Sounders and their slow starts. And if this game had gone poorly or something along those lines, look, you could go back to spring of last year. If the Sounders played a little bit better and had home field advantage going into the playoffs of MLS Cup, they would have hosted the Galaxy, which potentially would have won that game, which means they would have won, or at least potentially been up there for MLS Cup, which means they would have hosted tonight if this game had been really an LA opportunity. So when we talk about games that don't matter in the spring, obviously they do. So it's also weird, like butterfly effect. And as far as that goes, if Miami eats enough peanut butter and jelly sandwiches by Friday, maybe they get to host the Cup. I don't know with this tournament, like the changing and hosting rules. I have no idea.
They're gonna find some way to have like Miami host it.
I would
thank you for spending $100 million on tickets, Sounders fans. We are going to be playing it in a stadium that was built with toothpicks, and there will only be 20,000 people.
It would not shock me. I would not be shocked if on Friday an announcement came out that said the game has been moved to Miami a week later. So just like, of course it has. Of course it has. But I'm excited.
Rules.
Yeah. I hope there's an audience. I mean, last minute. I mean, traveling fans are non-existent because what are the prices going to be like to travel cross country 2 days before a holiday weekend?
Yeah,
and a holiday weekend, the prices are not going to be cheap, and they're already going to be sold out. So I don't feel bad for their fans, but I just hope it's a decent turnout. I know I've got plans, but I'm going to cut those in half to make it.
I think turnout's going to be hot. Like the thing is, like it would be hot if it was a regular season game because Messi is a big draw like that on his own.
Yeah.
For a final, like I think it's going to go crazy.
I hope so, and I hope it's a good game. And I'm not pessimistic about it, and I expect us to win. But when you are playing for a trophy and you've got two high quality teams with good players, like literally anything can happen. So,
absolutely.
Well, other than a red card, we don't have anybody left on the team that could get a red card at this point.
Hey, do not underestimate.
Well, at least now Moose has somebody to keep him company while they're up in the stands watching the game.
I swear to God, if they get a red card in this game, I'm gonna actually.
Well, that means we're gonna win.
The full like box is gonna be a full starting 11. You're gonna have Jordan Morris up there, Ryan Kent, Moose,
Ariola, Rusnak,
Rusnak. Like, dude, you got a starting 11 just sitting in the injury box.
Well, Fry will probably be on the bench, I would say, but
yeah.
Do you think Andrew had any notion that, okay, I'll play in this tournament? It's like, yeah, you're going to play in all of this tournament. I mean, all of it.
All of it. And you have to close it out by playing against Messi and the Barca boys. Like being a goalkeeper against Messi and the Barca boys has famously not been that fun for people throughout history. So it's a crazy situation for everyone on the team to be in right now. But I mean, they earned it.
Double-edged sword there is if he balls out, we might have a hard time keeping him.
Maybe. You're talking about
Andrew
Ice-T?
Yeah. Like
I don't know. I feel like he's bought in as like this is my team.
But if you got somebody from Europe calling and say we want you to start,
yeah.
What are you going to do? I mean, the Sounders aren't going to hold him back.
No, if it's something that he wanted to do, I just think what he wants to do is be like the next Fry of this team in this city.
Yeah,
but that could be an idealized notion.
Yeah, I mean, if he could make in like a year or two what he could make in a career here, it's like how do you turn that down?
Money.
Not to mention they would welcome him back if there was a chance. Obviously, we would probably put somebody else in waiting and bring them in, and we've done that a number of times now. But
you already know that Inter Miami is getting at least one penalty in this game. So Andrew Thomas is like gonna have to try and stop a Lionel Messi penalty. That's something that's about to happen in his life.
Yeah, but are they prepared to stop a Danny Leyva free kick?
Exactly.
Probably not.
It's like that. You have to deal with them. They got to deal with us. That's kind of how I feel.
It's literally Messi versus Messi.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, keep an eye on Vargas. I think he might have something to say about this whole thing, so we'll see.
Oh my God, the double pivot in this game. It's so good.
Yep.
It's so good.
Well, thanks guys again for doing the show. Appreciate it. Love being here.
Absolutely,
appreciate
Hunt.
you, Hunt.
Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
as
closing
always.
us out.
Great call.
Yeah.
And, yeah, thanks for bringing us home. We have a few supers to blast through real quick, right?
I
Or
think
did you
so.
already
Yeah,
get 'em?
let's take a peek here. Did we do this one? Nuhu Hive accepts this kind of
No, I think
propaganda.
anything after this we haven't hit yet.
Osaze Priors, TFC 3, pass. Roche
Yeah.
Lviv, pass. York FC, pass. Tacoma.
Great super squared. Thank you for that.
That's a good
That actually is like such a crazy trajectory, man. TFC 3, wherever. What was this other club he played for? Who even knows?
Roche Lviv, wasn't it like a Ukrainian club or something?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. And then CPL.
And then the CPL.
Yeah. What's the over under on Suarez biting someone?
I was just watching the Orlando game tonight. How many times he crashed out? He is just the king crash out.
He's certified. He's certified crash outer.
The absolute maniac when he plays soccer. Like everyone knows that, but watching it tonight, I was like, God, he really is just a loose cannon.
And Hashim says DLV Peppo goal from outside the box will be the winner.
He's gonna be ready to cook.
Yeah. Write it in pen. Why not? Ari. Oh, what a post-game live.
This was our best one ever. I mean,
I feel like we cooked
attendance-wise.
For those who haven't liked the video yet, please drop us a like. Drop us a sub if you've enjoyed. And Ari,
I imagine we had a lot of new people in here tonight.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Please sub to the channel if you have not.
Yeah, and you will be back live tomorrow, potentially with an Inter Miami guest. Potentially,
I'll see what
not.
I can do there. I'll see what I can do.
And we'll be at the game. I
200. Come on.
One more like to it. Come on.
One person in chat.
There we
who
go. We
hasn't
got
done
it. We
yet.
got it.
I
We
know
got
you-
it.
Okay, we got it. All right. Sick.
We got it. But a lot of people were saying that they were interested in a meetup before the match. I'm going to look into setting that up, seeing what we can do. So we will definitely look into that. More info to come. So the way you'll know about that, one, following us on our social media platforms. That's right. We got Blue Sky, which like whatever, but definitely follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Definitely follow us on TikTok. You'll find us there. Ari, do you have anything else as we wrap this up?
Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the super chat love. Much appreciated.
Everyone give love to Eric too. Eric,
Give love to,
producer Eric. We love Eric.
producer, video guy Eric. He was at the game. He sent some sick videos. What was I saying? Thank you for all the super chat love. Thank you for tuning in. Lionel Messi is coming to Seattle to play a final against the Seattle Sounders. LobbingScorchers.com/tickets. That helps out the show. And I just appreciate all of you. This was a banger stream. We definitely had more people in here than we've ever had. So just hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And Leagues Cup final, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Bye, chat. Good night. Some people come to Lumen Field for the tactics, for the soccer, the atmosphere. And some come for Paul Rothrock's hair. Me personally, I come for both, because I have agendas to push. Live soccer isn't just better, it's way more personal. From making friends to becoming the guy in your section that's just constantly yelling about advanced statistics. Get tickets to any Sounders match by visiting LobbingScorchers.com/tickets. You support the pod, our agendas, the vibes, and the chaos.